We're way behind schedule.
Hello.
Miss Chiori?
Your talk with the investor sure went fast. The Aquabus hasn't even arrived yet. Oh? And who are they?
Allow me to introduce you. This is the Traveler and Paimon.
Pleased to meet you.
Likewise! We've heard the owner of Chioriya Boutique is a skilled seamstress, so it's a real pleasure to finally meet you in person.
Why, thank you. I strove to create an outfit that matched her high social station as the demoiselle. So tell me, what happened? I can tell the conversation didn't go quite as expected.
Well, it's like this.
Ugh.
I know, Chiori, you don't have to say it. You did remind me that this investor was a little bit sketchy.
Yes, there's no doubt about that.
But how could I pass it up? He offered me twice as much as the others.
And therein lies the problem.
Yes, but just put yourself in my shoes. After obtaining such an excellent script, it's only natural that I would want to make the most of the film. The budgets that the others had proposed were nowhere near enough. It's difficult to find someone willing to front such a large amount of mora, so...
Don't be sad, Xavier. We might be able to help scrounge up some more together for you.
Oh, thank you, Paimon. That means a lot to me. But the cost of the film is staggering. I'm afraid that any mora we can scrounge together in a short amount of time won't even be able to cover the actors' fees.
We need to move on. What's happened has already happened, and there's no changing it. But now's not the time to give up.
What? You're saying that you have a plan?
No, that's not what I mean. I'm simply saying I wouldn't give up just yet. The actors I recommended aren't just after Mora after all.
Oh, Ayaka, Yoimiya, and Ayato.
Really? Then where do you live? We Malazines live in Mercy Village. The only way to enter is from underwater.
Oh, you must be pretty tired after work every day, right? I mean, you have to swim all that way just to go home.
We are so thoughtful. But some Malazines choose to live in the Court of Fontaine because it's so much more convenient.
This is our stop.
Oh, we've arrived, but I haven't even finished chatting with Abel yet. I also enjoyed Abel's introductions to Fontaine along the way. Everything you described was so clear and detailed that we can't help but want to hear more.
Thank you so much. I'm usually working here on this Aquabus, so I hope I'll have the chance to see you again. There are still many more places I'd like to introduce to you.
Welcome to the Court of Fontaine.
Chiori, you sure have changed a lot.
I haven't realized it's been so long. I was in such a rush when I left that I didn't even get to say goodbye.
Thank you for extending the invitation, Mr. Xavier. I'm looking forward to a fruitful trip here in Fontaine.
It's an honor to have the head of the Kamisato clan visit us.
So they are who you meant when you said you had actors coming from Inazuma?
Oh? It's the Traveler and Paimon. Wow, what a coincidence! Ayaka and I were just talking about you on the way here. Are you also here for the film?
We just ran into Xavier earlier and came over with him.
But I'm not an actress.
About that. I mean, how was I supposed to contact you when I was making preparations for the film? I figured you were probably busy, and I didn't want to disturb you. So I could only keep you in the back of my mind while I sought other actors to play the lead roles in the film.
I had been thinking about a surprise reunion with you during our trip here, but you still managed to surprise me first.
Oh, so you all know each other already! My, what a coincidence! What are the chances everyone could be brought together here like this? Why don't we go to Hotel de Boer and catch up over a meal? I've already made a reservation.
Huh? Did you reserve 2 spots for us?
Yes, of course, of course. I'll be sure to tell the boss to serve a few more delicious dishes just to make sure there'll be enough food.
Very well. Then please, kindly lead the way, Mr. Xavier.
Hello, hello.
Wow, the buildings in Fontaine are so tall. Just look at how big they are. And there's the fountain that Aval mentioned earlier. It really is a magnificent sight. And look at that huge spinning sphere. Where does it get its power? Wait a sec! Could it be one of those clockwork mecha we've heard so much about? So this is what food from Fontaine is like. It sure is different from what we have in Inazuma. How should I describe it? It seems like you have to go through a lot more steps to make them. And the flavor has many layers too.
Little technical difficulty.
Yes. When I
Couldn't
first
hear for
went to
a second.
Inazuma, I actually thought the food there tasted a little too bland. It took some time for me to get used to it.
Let's get back to the purpose of this trip for a moment, shall we?
Well, I've already assembled most of the film crew. A lighting specialist, a prop manager, and a costume designer. I've also bought the copyrights from the novel's author.
Oh, it's called The Two Musketeers, right? I read the script you sent me on the way here. The story is pretty good.
Originally, I was planning to start filming as soon as Sir Kamisato and Lady Ayaka arrived in Fontaine, but I'm afraid I've run into a bit of a problem.
Oh? What is it?
It has to do with the film's investor, Mr. Morris. He suddenly informed me this morning that he's encountered some financial trouble and will be unable to release to me the amount of funding agreed upon.
It's said that Fontaine's legal system is well developed. If he has violated the contract, then can't you simply take him to court over the matter?
Well, I'm still more concerned about filming. Even if I were to take him to court, I'm afraid it would take months before the case could even be heard.
Then, is there a way we could raise funds ourselves to solve the problem?
I've considered that option too, but unfortunately, it's difficult to gather such a large amount of Mora on such short notice. Besides, we have to consider the film festival submission deadline.
All I'm doing is questions for Mora. That's the sad part.
Mr. Xavier, if Ayaka and I were willing to perform for free, would that resolve the problem you are currently facing?
What? No, out of the question. To have you come all this way just to act for free? Oh, no, that won't do.
There's no need to worry, Mr. Xavier. My brother and I had actually intended to work for free after receiving your invitation. Inazuma has only recently reopened its borders, and needs to strengthen its relations and cultural ties with other nations. We didn't...
Indeed. You could say that's the real reason why the Yashiro Commission agreed to come to Fontaine.
I understand, but having you two act for free just doesn't seem right.
Not at all. While we're officially here to conduct a cultural survey of sorts, we must express our sincerity if we want to establish formal cultural ties with your nation. This film will serve as proof of friendly cooperation and cultural exchange between Inazuma and Fontaine. It's my hope that the film can be finished and released as smoothly as possible. If you still don't feel comfortable with this arrangement, I would also be more than happy to be introduced to...
All right, I'll do as you say. Thank you so much. I'll make sure to cobble together enough...
Come on now, no need to go that far. I'll also help you out as a brand sponsor.
Me too. Even though I didn't bring much more to spend on this trip, it's still better than nothing.
You are too kind, all of you. I really don't know how to...
Ew. All right, enough about that. Now that we have Xavier's savings, my support, and 2 leads who are willing to act for free, I think we will be able to make this happen. So, instead of Mora, you'll help with filming and production.
Oh, but how can we help with that? We don't know much about making a film.
All right, pull yourself together, Xavier. Tell us if there are still any open positions left among the crew.
All right. Let me think. We still need a camera operator, a clapper loader, and someone to manage logistics. I originally wanted to personally serve as director, but I've been too busy working as the producer. So the positions of director and director's assistant will also need to be filled.
Paimon knows what the director and the logistics support person do, but what's a clapper loader?
The clapper loader is responsible for using the clapper board to record and organize the information of each shot when the camera operator begins shooting. The work requires both patience and careful attention to detail.
A clapper board? Oh, you mean the thing they hold that goes clap whenever they start filming?
Yes, that's right. Are you interested in that?
For sure! Paimon's always wanted to try that.
All right, then you'll be our clapper loader. I can find someone from the store to help with logistics. What do you think, Xavier?
Well, fine by me. As for our camera operator, I was thinking of letting the Traveler take the role.
Oh, she's great when it comes to using a camera. Paimon can't even count how many things we've taken photos of during our journey.
Yes, that's also what I was thinking. I noticed the Traveler had an eye for photography and composition when we worked together previously.
I'm sure that's due to the traveler's journey across Devat and all the places they've seen. After so many adventures, using a camera must be second nature by now.
What do you say, Traveler? Are you interested in the job? Thank you. It really means a lot to me. Come on, friend. Let me give you a big warm hug.
So all that's left for us to find is a director and an assistant.
Oh, me. I want to be the director's assistant. All we need to do is help the director, right? I can handle that.
All right, then all we need is a director. Oh, all the well-known directors in Fontaine are probably also busy working.
Oh, Farina helped out a theater troupe recently by serving as an artistic consultant. She...
Do you really think Lady Farina would be willing to help us with our humble project?
It's either that or we take them by lethal force.
Isn't that the name of Fontaine's Hydro Archon? My brother has already informed me about what happened here in Fontaine.
Yep, that's her. She helped out a theater troupe not too long ago, and now she's taking up work as a director.
Well,
Oh, I saw that musical. Her performance was perfect, and the storyboards were also excellent. Don't let her former identity intimidate you. She's the best candidate we can think of right now. You'll never know until you give her a shot.
fine. You're right, Shiori. I'll do anything for the sake of my film. Anything! Then I'll have to ask the Traveler and Paimon to show me the way to Lady Farina's residence. I just hope she'll agree to help.
Do you need us to also come along?
No, there's no need to trouble you with this. Besides, you've just arrived in Fontaine, and I'm sure just leave this task to me. It's part of my duties as the producer.
Very well. Then we'll be waiting to hear the good news.
I'll go with you. By the way, you might want to consider bringing a gift.
And don't worry, we won't simply drop you off at Farina's place. We know Farina pretty well by now, so having some familiar faces there should help your chances. Besides, the whole thing was our idea in the first place.
All right, then I'll start making preparations. As for the
A gift for someone who was once seen as the Hydro Archon. I wonder what she would like.
What did she mean by as seen as the Hydro Archon? Is she not the Hydro
Lady
Archon
Farina
anymore?
once fancied a clockwork ring, so perhaps I should get another exquisite clockwork contraption for her.
Huh? Can't we just bring some desserts, like the Fontanalia mousse?
But wouldn't that be a little too cheap? She does like desserts, though.
Isn't the Fontanalia festival happening right now? I heard Abel tell us on the Aquabus that Farina introduced the tradition of going door to door and asking for sweets. To do something like that, she must have a real sweet tooth.
I agree with Yoimiya. If the gift is too fancy, it might actually make her feel more uncomfortable.
Alright then, let's go buy some Fontanalia mousse.
But will that really be enough? We'll be asking her to do a lot of work, you know.
You're right. We need to further sweeten.
Huh? You want something even sweeter than Fontanalia mousse?
Yes, we'll need a gift that's sweeter than any dessert in the world.
But what could that be?
Your words of praise.
Okay, I'll go knock on the door.
Coming. Ugh, seriously, who's knocking before afternoon tea?
Who are you?
I really like her two different eyes. Her eyes are beautiful.
Lady Farina, please allow me to introduce myself. I am Xavier, a film director.
Hello. Oh, is that the traveler in Paimon I see behind you? And who's this?
I'm Chiori.
Ah, the one from Chioria Boutique. Hello, hello. So, what are you all doing here? Do you need something?
Did you just get up, Farina? It's already past noon, you know. Huh? Oh, Paimon means the weather is so nice in the afternoon and the sun is so warm. Just like how you make us feel. Sleeping in late is a really smart idea.
Huh?
No. I was just up late last night reading some novels. What does sleeping in have to do with the weather?
This is a small gift we've prepared for you, Lady Farina. We hope.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a regular person like everyone else now. Oh, is this Fontinalia mousse? It's one of my
The
favorites.
emotion changed real quick.
That's great! So, actually, there's something we need your help with. Given your renowned passion and understanding of drama, I would like to ask that you serve as the director of our film crew.
Oh, but didn't you just say that you're a director?
Yes, but for this particular project, I'm mainly working as a producer. Besides, I'm sure that your understanding of the performing arts far surpasses my own, Lady Farina.
Are the Traveler and Paimon also part of the film crew?
Yep, we sure are. Paimon's the clapper loader and she's the camera operator.
Camera operator? That can be a pretty technical job, and it directly affects the final. No, I'm not questioning your abilities. It's just that I've never really seen you use a camera before.
Maybe you can come up with a test for the Traveler and see for yourself. If she can satisfy you with her camera skills, then you'd have nothing to worry about and can join the team. What do you say?
You sure are getting better at rolling with the situation, Paimon. Oh, I do wish to see how skilled the Traveler really is. Alright, how about this? We'll work with what we have. I'll give you some scenarios and see if your work is up to my very good. It's essential for the camera operator to understand the director's vision. I'll make my decision. Are you ready? I have high standards, you know. Okay, grab the camera and I'll give you a scenario.
Just located the court of Fontaine. This is actually confusing. Is it this one? This machine can portray. They say a machine. Thanks to this machine, the owner of the building was shown. But worry not, for the weapon produced by as an outstanding accomplice. If weapons are what you want, look further. Look no further. Traveler is now a famous YouTuber. Yay.
Oh, it appears that you have more skill than I thought. All the shots had a great composition, and I could
Yeah! Does that mean you agree to be our director, Farina?
Did you think I would agree just like that? After our performance of the Little Oceanid, I've begun to make a name for myself again, you know. In fact, I've already had several troops approach me for the Fontanalia Film Festival. If others were to find out I agreed to work with you so easily, then, well...
Hey, but didn't we have a deal? What else do we need to do to convince...
well, what about the pay?
Huh?
You know, how much you're willing to pay me to be the director? The pay is also an important factor for me to consider, you know.
Well, I can offer you this much?
What? That's all? If Nervilat were to hear of this, he could charge you with underpaying your labor.
I'm sorry, but our crew is in a tight financial spot at the moment.
I see. Well, even though it's highly unlikely now that I'll join your crew, there's still something I'd like to ask.
Oh, our script is an adaptation of The Two Musketeers.
Huh? Wait, you mean the suspense thriller novel that was a #1 bestseller?
Oh, so Farina's read it too.
Of course I read it. I've always had a keen interest in artistic works that strike a chord with the populace. I see. It all makes sense now. You must have used most of the budget to pay for the copyright.
Not really. The novel's author transferred the copyright to me practically for free once he heard that I wanted to make a film adaptation of the story.
He probably just wants to get his name out there. So, Mora isn't the most important thing to him right now. It reminds me of a delivery courier who wears one of my designs while traveling all across Teyvat. I didn't charge her much for the outfit either. The exposure she provides for my brand is well worth it.
Farina just gets exposed.
So, are you a big fan of this story, Farina?
Well, it's alright. The pacing of the story is good, but the character relationships could use some work. When I was reading it before, I always felt like some things were left on a rather unsatisfactory note. Ahem, Mr. Xavier, if, hypothetically speaking, I agree to be the director, how much freedom would I have in terms of script revisions and creative interpretation?
Oh, as much freedom as you would need. I wouldn't dare doubt the tastes of Fontaine's greatest star.
Good. Then I'm free to alter the script as I see fit.
Absolutely, no problem.
Alright.
I still think you're giving
It
too much
seems that
power
your
to
crew
Farina.
really can't go on without my care and direction.
So, you agree?
Yes, I agree. Although the pay is well below what someone of my caliber deserves. A great script calls for a great director. I mustn't let a perfectly good story be ruined due to lack of funds. If you have fine cheese and bread, you wouldn't just let it sit on the counter and get moldy just because you lack an oven, right?
Oh, Hydro Archon above! I'm not dreaming, am I? Somebody pinch me.
There's no more Hydro Archon. There's a lot that goes into shooting a film. Although the trickiest tasks of finalizing the script and casting the actors, and by the way, since we'll be filming The Two Musketeers, we'll need to find an action choreographer.
Yes, I've thought about this as well. I was hoping that you might know someone who could handle the job.
Me? If this was before, I could have simply asked Florand. But Navia can also use firearms, but unfortunately, her style is quite different from that of the characters in the story.
Could we ask the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol?
Oh, you mean the Special Patrol's Musketeers?
Yes, that's right. They work with muskets every day. I can't think of anyone more qualified than them.
They would be under Nervilette's jurisdiction. Unfortunately, I, don't have any connection with them at all. So, in the end, we still have to start by talking to Nervilette.
No need to go to all that trouble. I know their Captain Chevres.
Oh, you do? Wait, Chiari, how do you know the captain of the...
No particular reason. Running a business means dealing with some trouble from time to time, and she's helped me out on a few occasions. In return, I've helped her handle a few situations in which the Special Patrol couldn't get involved directly. So, we've gotten to know each other over time.
Did you get home safely, Cloud?
So you're saying there's been times when the Special Patrol needed a fashion designer to handle a situation? Your work is
That's
becoming
good.
more and more mysterious.
Hello, hello, hello. It's cold here. I can VC. Sorry that was a bit delayed. I didn't get your message on Discord yet.
It'd be best to keep it that way. Anyway, enough about that. What do you all think about asking the captain?
She sounds professional enough. She is a captain after all. I have no objections.
But I imagine the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol must be busy with their duty.
Well, it just so happens that she's also not the kind of person that's just after Mora. As for whether she has time...
Then I'll leave that to you. Macaroni's on sale today, so I've got to go. You can just tell me how things went when we discussed...
No problem.
Having Farina join feels like a big boost to our team.
Of course. Just wait until the day of our premiere. you'll witness the true. I'll be sure to ask some people I know to see
I-
if they'd be willing to act as extras.
I can talk to I can talk to the voices in your head while you play Halo.
I didn't ask for the Clapper Loader's commentary, Paimon.
Then
Meanwhile,
let's get going. I hope you
anyone
know
who
I should
watches
listen to
this on like VOD area,
By the way,
no one's
I'm
gonna hear you.
curious if my pay is so.
Actually, they
You-
told us that they see the trip as part of a cultural exchange.
What? So is every person in Teyvat who doesn't want money gathered here to shoot this film?
But it's also
I already knew
fun.
Xavier from before.
But
And he's
think
also
about
good
how
at
many
getting
content
leverage
you're
and good
how
at
much
Seeing the
content you're
gods
getting
have
off
really
of
smiled
story
upon
wise.
you, Xavier. And that certainly doesn't include me, mind you.
No, I didn't play the whole series. I didn't play Halo Infinite. I played campaign for a while though. I know that. Yeah. Well, you kind of chose this.
Isn't that Charlotte? Who's your friend and what are they chatting about?
Oh, and Happy New Year's Eve, I think. Is that how it works?
Be pleased with the cherry on top, Charlotte. Journalist extraordinaire.
Tomorrow
Please
is
tell
New
me you're
Year's.
joking.
Yeah.
I read that a gang of criminals tricked the Gardamex by disguising themselves as blubber beasts. It's true, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
It has to be.
Uh-huh.
I've invested
I
all my
harassed Dog
savings
with
into
the
craft
design that he had in
technology,
one of his
and he's
videos.
taken out a sizable. I'm begging you like the beggiest beggar in all of I need you to calm down a little, Miss Lapine.
Oh, now you got multiple voices now.
I admire your passion for your research, but I'm afraid I'm not joking. The
Ah.
Blubber Beast incident was a short story mailed to us by an anonymous amateur
What,
author.
what is this thing you're gonna commit?
Just discussing a story, but
Funnily enough, I actually remember being in a meeting where the editing team was debating the potential risk of misleading the public with this story. But to our surprise,
How do I remove that delay? That's gonna be fun. If I can speed up my chat, that would be fun, but nope, I'm not gonna YouTube that right now.
Gardamex are extremely sophisticated in their capabilities. They can identify criminals just as reliably as the best human guards, so a crude disguise isn't gonna
Yes.
get you far. If anything, it'll just make you stand out all the more. Since we ran that story, the Maison Gardiennage has made a slew of arrests, so I knew this story had helped out law enforcement. But this is the first time I'm learning of an innocent citizen being deceived by it.
uh-oh. She really sounds like she's in pain. Hey, Charlotte.
Traveler, Paimon, it's you! I was in the area taking some photos for a story when I got to talking to Miss Lapine Pauline about her research. She read an article in the Steambird about a criminal who evaded Gardamex detection by disguise. Inspired by this story, she spent a lot. She was hoping I could write an article to spread awareness about image recognition, but unfortunately, it was just a fictional story, and her efforts and aspirations were all in.
This is a new situation for us, too. It's such a pity. It seems like the author was only trying to make the story interesting, and the Maison Gardiennage only...
Wait, Miss Lapine Pauline, what are you doing? I'm gonna pick a fight with a Gardamex, head to the opera at Biclez, and get a one-way ticket to the Fortress of Meropide. That way, I won't have to repay my debts. It's the only way I can afford to keep on living. Whoa, there's no need to go that far. I mean, come on, look at you. You wouldn't even dent the Gardamex armor.
Are you having a difficult time?
Actually, instead of going into the technicalities of that, how much did you actually invest? How bad can it really be?
Oh, I forgot to switch that to gaming. Hi, Kai.
270,000 more.
Are you having technical difficulties in real life?
Okay, well, escaping to the Fortress of Mirapede over a sum like... Not anymore. I used to be an equipment supplier to the Fontaine Research Institute before that blew to pieces. It's not just my savings that are gone. It's my whole future as a graph adversarial technology...
Oh, you're inside chat. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I'm just doing the Fontaine storyline because I just want more,
Don't despair, Miss Lapine Pauline. I think I know a way for you to turn this around. This prototype you've given me, the camera lens for image recognition sample collection. It's really quite something.
Oh, yeah,
You said
Oh,
you
you
designed
think?
it specifically for high
I have
quality
no
image
blanket
capture
right
and
now.
analysis, yes.
I couldn't tell.
The rapid focal length adjustment
I
is a
love
very useful function
Farina's
that's
eyes.
It's sure to
They're
make
the
many
best.
journalists' jobs much easier. In fact, I'd say it has the potential to revolutionize Fontaine's news media. So your research efforts thus far are by no means in vain. The technology
Yeah,
you've
thankfully
developed will have many applications that you've
I don't have the voices on.
Really? Absolutely. I've been working as a journalist for the Standard for a long time now. No one understands the issues we journalists face on a day-to-day basis better than me. So keep calm, take
Oh,
heart,
and
start thinking
yeah,
about mass production.
Cloud, I
In the
apologize
meantime,
for
I'll show
the
your
other
invention
day.
to all my colleagues to drum up interest
I
in
was
your product.
acting out of character on Lethal.
Believe it. If this is true, then I can
You forgot?
camera lens development pipeline. My big ticket orders and billionaire aspirations are still in the cards. Oh, maybe I should consider taking out another loan. That way, I can rapidly improve the lens production process, be the first to market, and prepare to battle for dominance.
Hey,
in the
Cloud, you wanna know
camera
something
industry.
funny? It was so easy plugging your Twitch, and I was just putting it off so much.
There's no sense in putting all your
But
eggs in
it
one
was so
basket before
easy,
things
I
are
added your
happening.
Twitch handle to the video. Yay. You might also want to plug your Twitch from your profile,
To a workshop to raise some funds. I can't believe I didn't
like
think of this sooner.
where people can like
There's no time to lose.
see that.
I need to
Oh,
get to work. Early
you
bird
can
gets
see
the
that
worm.
you're watching it, but your Twitch isn't not plugged in your
She just ran out.
profile.
Paimon's pretty sure
Yeah.
our advice went in one ear and out the other.
It's understandable. When inspiration.
Did you forget your genshin password?
It's all too easy to throw yourself head, but don't you worry.
How did you
I've
forget
got
your
a blog
genshin
on all this, and I'll be
password?
checking in on her regularly.
Dang.
Her research has the potential to benefit the entire journalistic community. I'll give her plenty of input to stop her from going down any rabbit holes and make sure.
It's reassuring to know that you'll be looking out for her, Charlotte.
Actually,
I like how
you know
quick
what?
you
You
forget
should take
things.
this prototype lens.
Cloud.
I'm sure you'll have plenty of chances to use it on your travels. It takes the right person to get the most out of a new technology. In your hands, it's sure to
Wait,
capture
Kai,
some
why do you have
results.
what do you have the Genshin?
Thanks a lot, Charlotte. What a nice surprise. We were just curious about what you guys were talking about. Totally didn't expect to
Oh.
get a free gift out of it.
I forgot that
You're
once.
welcome.
It was
Something out of
Juju
this too.
Carol's.
The beginnings of
I'm
a
Hacker
very
Man.
Interesting news story.
No, I'm
Boundaries
pretty
between
I'm pretty
real
sure I
news and
think
news like fiction
I
must
think
never be
Cloud
blurred.
asked you to
Sure,
build
there's a
one of their
compelling
characters,
justification
didn't
for doing
they?
so. Yes, that's how I'll phrase it to the editors when I give them my feedback. Let's hope we don't mislead any more well-meaning citizens in the future.
Hey, I got a quick question for you. Did your starting stream thing even come in use yet? Did you apply? Your thing that you showed me, the starting stream thing? Yay. It looks great. So what you want to do is whenever you go to game capture, you want it to capture a specific window. Yeah. Which you can't start a genshin stream without that. So I would recommend it.
All right, this is the place.
Hey, you can't because my stream can't hear you. Yeah, but you gotta sense if you ever get high enough, you're gonna have to censor yourself.
Oh, her! Paimon could tell there was something about her. She seems kinda intimidating.
Please wait here for a moment. I'll go fetch her.
I forgot they had that category.
So you might
Right next to gambling.
Working? But isn't she just standing there and reading a novel?
Just trust me.
Oh, alright, let's
Hey,
see what happens then.
hey, Cloudy.
Really sure is
Guess what I'm doing right now?
She claims
The court of Fontaine isn't particularly tolerant of
The
visitors from
quest.
overseas, so it isn't easy for a foreigner to promote their brand here.
Yes.
Even more so in the competitive world of even a local like me just trying to make a film has to face all
Reading on the job?
Detective novel.
Are you questioning the power
One
of the
character?
Claymore?
No. Multiple.
I see. How's the plot coming along?
One of the main
Yeah,
characters is
but
about
you get to
make
see
choice on
Ferengi and like all
his
these
life.
like
I wager he's going to make the
Izuma
wrong
characters.
choice.
Anyway,
And
don't be
in
lazy.
their
There's something
new
about
outfits, I think
that
Ayaka's
doesn't
in her
count on
new
me.
outfit.
It all comes down to what the character chooses.
Which is exactly why I'm here to help.
Yeah. It looked great. You mean wet sock person?
Alright. It appears he made the wrong choice in the
Oh,
end.
and
Halt!
and also, I'm giving you context for the thing I said.
What's going on?
I sent a dog a
Hand over
picture
whatever you're holding.
of a Heizo,
It's just a book.
like
I didn't buy anything else.
another like version of
I'm
Heizo
sure you
in
wouldn't
like
mind letting me have a look.
2.6, I think.
Excuse
He
me,
had like
officer.
purple
I
hair
don't mind you
and
standing around
electro.
here, not purchasing anything.
Yeah.
But I'd prefer if you didn't disturb my customers. It's bad for business, you know.
Oh yeah.
Be that act.
It was a.
You won't
It
be able to
looked
get off so
great,
easily.
but at the time
I
it
am
looked like a
Showcase,
bit of
Captain
Hoot
Fontaine's
How.
Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. I will say this one last time. Hand over whatever you're holding, and before you do anything unwise, let me remind you that I'll have you on the ground.
All right. I'll give it, but please let me see
Hey,
something first.
hey, Cloudy.
If there's any
I don't know
contraband in
why,
that
but
book, then the shopkeeper here is the one who slipped it in. I don't have anything to do with this.
hey,
Why, you
Cloudy.
Trying to leave me on the hook, huh?
You were the one who said you wanted it.
Once
Save it for the
I was
interrogation.
planning to make a 3-hour stream, but now that you're here, I might have enough energy for a 4-hour.
What's going on here? One
Dang.
second you're reading a book and the next you're escorting people away.
And who are... Oh! Aren't you the traveler who's been all over the papers recently? Chiori, I'm assuming what you wanted to ask me about has to do with them, right? Maybe I can let you in on
It's
what's
just
happening
too easy clicks.
Now that Vache has
It's
been
like
brought to justice,
it's like you're
all
Monarch
assurance of
and I'm
safety
being
made in
Sino
Australia
right now
is ours.
helping you.
The Fontaine guards have been busy collecting the remaining synths still circulating on, thanks to a tip from our reliable source here.
You do need tech support.
Last batch.
Oh, so you were pretending to read a book in order to catch the bad guys. Oh, Paimon almost forgot to
was. You probably already heard me introduce
Chazburger?
I won't bother repeating it.
Yeah, why didn't you make a move as soon as you had the chance? Were you worried that my intel wasn't accurate?
Hey,
No, I wanted to see if the shopkeeper
Cloudy,
would
I
try
have
something
something
first.
called
All
multitasking.
he had
I've
to
been
do was
studying
come up
this
here and
art
say
since
that he
I was
didn't know where the
12.
scent had come from. If he did that, then I wouldn't have had to press charges on him.
He had the whole day
Oh,
to turn the
fish.
scent over to Shovris.
What do you put
But
on your fish?
instead, the moment I came up and blocked Shovris' line of sight, he took the opportunity to sell it off.
Yep, he made the wrong choice, even though the right choice was right there in front of him.
Oh,
But you
you can
knew
still
they wouldn't make the
salt
right
and butter.
choice.
Top
Yeah,
tier
I know.
choice.
I was just hoping I'd be wrong for once.
Eh.
Enough about that, though. What did you want to ask me about?
Whose banner are you talking about?
Oh, you see, it's like this.
Are you talking about the mist splitter or the axe?
The Two Musketeers. You
I
certainly have a
love
good
the
eye for a
mist
story.
splitter because
So
you can
what do you
use
need
it
me to
either
do?
on
Just
Ayaka.
be the action choreographer for the actors?
Yes, that's
I
right.
forgot the main
I want to
use.
make sure we
Oh,
get all
but
the
you could put
details
on Benny.
right. I want the
and-
actor's posture and understanding of firearms to be as realistic as possible. However, I'm afraid this work will require a bit of your time, since you'll have to be present whenever we're filming. Also, as for the pay...
I do that for the
No need to say
curseness
anymore.
of it.
I'll join.
Huh? Just like that.
Mine is, I think, either, I think from that last time Dog interacted with mine, I think he put the flute on him. Yeah.
What Bullchecker is really saying is, if wanna
Yeah.
fight the Oni King, you have to go through Sky Cleaving White Iron Lavender Melon first.
Really? You're willing to help us with our humble film project?
Sure,
Hey,
it's
you
no
know
big
something
deal.
funny? I
As
can just
said,
pull
we've wrapped up
up
our investigation here, so I
Bennett
don't
on
have any
stream
other
and then
tasks
just
on
show
plate
you
for
my
the
Bennett.
moment. Besides, I personally really like this novel. I even have the collector's edition at home. Stories where justice prevails over evil never get old for me.
Why
Then
don't you
you've
use
got
it on... Why,
Yes, I'll see you on set
why,
tomorrow.
why don't you use...
Oh my!
I forgot
can
what I
hardly
was gonna
believe it.
say. That's how...
I should tell Lady
That's how
Farina
cursed it
immediately.
is.
Oh, and I must tell the prop manager and lighting technician.
Why
to
don't
get
you use it on
everything ready.
Ayaka?
We start filming tomorrow.
Oh.
Calm down, Xavier.
What's wrong with
This is gonna
Ayaka?
take
They're
more than
great
just
for
a day
facing
to finish.
DPS.
Still, I should also head back now and start preparing the actors' costumes and makeup.
Alright, guess that's it for today then.
Is it wrong that I
Traveler,
like Rosaria?
Please stay for a moment. I have something to tell you.
Then I'll take Xavier back. Poor thing. He's so excited that he can't even think straight anymore. I don't want to spend our
Hey
first
Kai,
day
give
fishing our
me
producer
your
out of the
opinion of
fountain.
Rosaria.
Yep. See you tomorrow.
Navia and oh look, it's your chance to get Ayaka. You cannot refuse Ayaka. Ayaka chooses you.
Have you read The Two Musketeers? The story is about a pair of children born into the household of a baron, and their struggle to survive together and take revenge. They were raised at the baron's estate, where their mother worked as a maid.
I
Two
hope
were
your
illegitimate
artifacts
children
are
the baron had
cursed
made,
with the
so they
worst
were
things
never treated well
possible.
by anyone. One day, upon returning home, they found their mother had been murdered and left dead on the floor.
You,
It was
you
quite evident that the culprits were the
monster.
other members of the Baron's household, who never had any kind words to say to them. However, the Baron was able to exert his influence and keep the whole thing under wraps. The mother's death was eventually deemed as a suicide, and there was no chance of bringing her murderers to justice. the two siblings decided to flee and someday avenge their mother. Many years later, members
It's a
of the Baron's
harpoon.
family suddenly
You
started
didn't.
turning
You
up dead,
didn't even
one
tell
after
me
the
what
other,
you.
all killed by gunshot.
Oh yeah,
A
vortex.
rainbow rose was
You
found
mean
on each of
the
victims'
Morax
bodies,
weapon,
being the
or
flower that the kid's
Zhongli's
mother
weapon,
liked best.
the vortex
The Baron
polearm.
believed that the mother's soul had come to take vengeance on him, so he lived in fear each day. But it was actually those two siblings who had fled all those years ago. They relied on each other to survive and trained day and night, eventually becoming adept musketeers. They used all of their abilities to collect evidence and clues before executing their plan and exacting revenge on the Baron. Their actions let the truth behind their mother's death be known to all.
If we're killing you with our curse builds, why don't you discuss
Yep, the Baron got
dogs'
what he
curse?
deserved for his
Why
evil
don't you
deeds,
look
and
at
justice
dogs'
was
curse
able to
builds?
prevail.
Yeah,
It was just the
those
kind of
are
story I
way
enjoy.
worse than ours.
Oh, so is that why you were so willing to join our crew, Chevrolet?
You could say it was one of the reasons.
Oh, you mean there were
We don't
other
talk about
reasons
crit rate
too?
on Kokomi.
I've read the reports about you. Whether it was at the trials or when you lent your hand to resolve our nation's crisis, you've shown that you've got a strong sense of justice, as well as a great mind for deductions. Yes, you're as sharp as I expected. It seems you've experienced many similar situations before.
Oh, you want to know
There's
something?
been a recent murder case involving muskets. The perpetrator's methods appear to be very similar to what is described in the novel.
Yeah, Kai. Kai, you may not like me for this, but I finally actually used the auto system to grind artifacts, and it took me this while to figure out that there was an auto fight option on Honkai.
Extremely cautious.
A murder involving firearms? But not that many people use those in Fontaine, right?
I've been... Yeah, but Kai, at the same time, I have blade and weld. Great picks, right?
Impossible. We perform a routine inspection of our firearms and ammo reserves every day. If one of the weapons had been fired, it would stick out like a sore thumb. Besides, I trust the members of my platoon. However... Well, that's all I can disclose about the case today.
Huh? What do you mean?
I hope you all can go back and get some shut-eye. You can decide tomorrow whether or not you'd like to join the investigation with me. I'm aware this might not be the ideal time to add more to your plate, but the more capable people we have, the better the chances that justice will prevail.
How does he accident... Why do you want to lose 50-50? You know the chance of actually winning that was impossible, but then we had a member do that. But yeah, we don't talk about it. I almost started saying we don't talk about Bruno.
Carrying out investigations isn't actually supposed to be our responsibility. Our job is to apprehend the perpetrators. Finding them is
I'm
really
not
up to
great
the
at
Marechaussee Phantom.
giving commentary.
You could say I'm taking part in
I'm
the
great at
investigation out
keeping,
of
looking
personal
at the
interest.
chat and
I
keeping
don't
up
want
with
people
that.
to see muskets in a negative way, and also, I'm concerned about the similarity between the crimes and the story.
You mean they
Can
might
I-
be connected somehow?
Yeah, but
I suspect so.
Cloud, do you think
Just
I
to
can
make
at
myself clear,
least
this is not an order,
at
nor is
least
it a
make
deal of any
the
kind.
stream like
It's a request,
30
nothing more. If you
seconds
two have
delayed
any
or
interest in the
15
case
seconds
after we
delayed
finish filming
because
tomorrow and are willing to assist me,
my
then I would be
impatience.
most grateful.
What do you think, Traveler?
Mine's is a 1-minute delay.
Yeah, you're right. Pyron's getting a little tired too. We've really been hustling all day.
You'd better head back and get some rest.
I
It's
think
good to
that's on
keep a calm
YouTube
mind,
side, but I
especially when you're about
don't
to
know
make an
really.
important decision. Otherwise, when the moment comes, you might end up like that shopkeeper and not even realize that the
So
right choice
every
is right
time
there in
someone
front of you.
does comment, I'm not gonna get it Or like if someone like on the chat, I can't get it to like a minute. Oh, do you want me to expose how much cutscenes I have on live? This is gonna be cursed. This is gonna be cursed. I only have one. I only have one. I have no Chi-Chi. I have no Mona. I have no Dea. I have 2 Tagnaris. Not, oh wait, no, not 2. I have like C1 Tagnari. And let me take another look at my D-Luke real quick. I have a C. Hey, you wanna know what's cursed? I have C1 D-Luke. No. I have C1 Kaching. I'm going through all the banner characters real quick. I have a C1 Tagnari. Who else is on that banner? Yeah, I only have 3 C1s off of the standard. Her eyes are the greatest. That's what I'm gonna say. She is worth it. I saw how much damage she can do. She's totally worth it. Well, you can't excuse Zhongli. He could do a lot of damage. Is Bear alive? Is Bear active? Oh, I forgot how many world quests I have. Yeah, not gonna do those. Oh, it said 8 to 10. I did that wrong. But do you have dip? Chip and dip.
It's finally time to meet up with everyone. Paimon even dreamt of making the zone last night. If Paimon remembers right, we're meeting at Hotel de Boer. Let's get going.
Oh yeah, Cloud. I got my thumbnail for Genshin. It's Ganyu at the fountain. I took a picture in game. Oh, let me just climb this house the most efficient way possible. But you're not. I know you're. I would not recommend switching them to Inazuma. I wouldn't recommend Sumeru, or because there's a scarab quest where you gotta collect 3 scarabs. Yeah. I wouldn't do Azuma because you got there's a quest where you gotta cook. Yeah, you gotta cook like Mondstadt dishes for someone.
Good morning. Xavier said yesterday afternoon went well.
Yeah, and how about you, Ayaka? What were you
Oh,
up to
and
yesterday?
also,
After we split
Kai,
up, Ayaka
Happy
went to see
New
Udex's
Year's
Mobilette at the
Eve.
Palais Marmonia.
It feels weird saying that, but Happy
I
New
was
Year's Eve.
originally thinking of going with him, but he said he could manage it himself. He told me to go see the sights around Fontaine and to enjoy the local culture. So I rode the aqua bus with Yoimiya and visited the opera house on Aranias Island.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe what we saw there. 2 mechanical puppets that were dancing together. You've already seen them, right?
Hey, I'm just gonna curse you by saying chi 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 chi. Are what flavor? Are they plain flavored? Okay, not chi chi, not chi chi, not chi chi. If it was C6, it would give you like, wouldn't it give you 10? Oh.
Yeah, those two. Amazing, aren't they?
I
We
hope,
sat and watched
I
for quite a
hope,
while.
I hope
It was mesmerizing.
you get Technori.
Like we could keep watching them forever.
Oh, it was the same for us the first time we saw them too.
Afterwards, we went swimming at the beach. Well, diving to be exact. It was the first time I ever breathed underwater. I held Ayaka's hand and we counted down together. 3, 2, 1, and then splash! We were beneath the waves.
How much pity are you on now? So you pulled four times, so that's 40. So how much would that add to your pity right now?
At first, I didn't dare to open my mouth. But once I couldn't hold my breath any longer, I decided to take a big breath in.
How about
Turns
I
out
count
it
it
wasn't as
for
salty
you?
as I imagined. It didn't really taste like anything at all.
Why?
Before I knew it, I was breathing like normal down there. It was an amazing feeling.
Just look at your
I guess that I was
history.
too nervous to
Just
try
look
to
at your
loosen my
history.
grip. I used everything way faster than I did.
No. Yeah, but you can add how many pulls you did. 40 plus how many pulls you have now.
That helped me feel at ease as soon as we dove in.
Okay, so
Underwater
you
world in
have
Fontaine truly is
22
beautiful.
pity
I
right
love
now.
seeing the
So
romaritime
that's...
flowers blossoming underwater.
Okay, you're about to
Like
hit
little
pity.
candles lighting up the streets at night.
Yeah, and there were so many creatures that we've
You're
never seen
at
in Azuma.
66
Those
pity.
fish that shimmer like a sword blade. Whoosh! Oh, and those big fish that call us evil.
Oh, you mean
Is it 62? I reached her pity, but I...
Beast. Just wait till Pops and the others hear about this. They probably won't believe a word I say.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm blind.
Yoimiya was down there for quite a while. It was dark before we finally rode the aqua bus back to the city. I figured she'd want to sleep in today.
Did I
Yeah, even I was worried that I wouldn't be able to get up. I still felt like I was drifting in the waves when I went
It's
to
not
sleep
gonna be
last night.
Navia.
But
I
as
know
soon
it's
as
not
I
gonna be
woke up today,
Navia.
I remembered that we'd all be shooting a film together, and I was ready to go.
Speaking of the film,
I'm gonna speak
where
from
is everybody
experience.
else?
This is not gonna be...
My brother and Xavier were speaking to the restaurant owner about using the place as a filming
Uh-huh.
location. They should be here soon. As for the
I
others,
almost got that confused again for Nahida.
Please excuse my tardiness. I just finished the special patrol's 6-mile morning jog.
Yeah, but I tend to do this thing where I say the opposite and apparently it works. I've said this multiple times and I've got Yoimiya,
I heard you all
Ayaka,
chatting, so I
I've
decided
got
to come down.
Raiden
Nice
Shogun,
shirt
I got
endless
not
energy everyone
Nahida.
else
I
has.
got like all my 5
Morning,
stars this way.
Morning. Can someone fetch
Nahida.
me a cup of coffee? More milk, hold the sugar.
Sure, I'd be happy to do that for you. No, you can't go anywhere. Please, have a seat over here so I can get started on your makeup. Ugh, the last thing I want is
Hey,
coffee stains on my
You
costume.
said you needed a claymore. You didn't need a claymore, right? Do you have the?
Has so much energy.
Wow.
Seriously,
Navia's
what's her
just gonna be a
secret?
waste.
Oh, your Mia's always like that. But you sure look exhausted, Farina. It's because you're not used to waking up so early, huh?
Of course not. I spent the whole night
The
with
red
Bob
door.
cover to cover. marking
That
such
weapon's
I
bigger than her!
Adapted or adopted? Wow. Paimon didn't expect you to be so thorough.
Well,
Level
I was
her
a
up
big
now.
Star in Olifontaine, after all. It takes more
Broke.
than just a pretty face to earn a reputation like that. I know how to get serious when the situation calls for it. I went all out when I was acting as an Archon, so why wouldn't I do the same for my own life?
Here's your coffee, Director Farina.
A hacker was just about to get off
Oh,
and
thank you.
slept. Good night.
The sound of being called director and the aroma of coffee.
Oh, fiction.
Almost as refreshing as
It
hearing
sounds like
birds
you're
sing.
saying that to like
It seems
Raiden
everyone's managed
Shogun.
to arrive on time.
You can fix her, you cannot fix her.
We've reached an agreement with the restaurant owner. We are free to use the second floor to shoot our film.
Yeah, you really like your Geo characters.
He is really looking forward to our film, and hopes that providing his restaurant as a filming location will attract more customers.
Hey,
Well then, Mr. Xavier,
hey,
I'll leave the rest
quick
to you.
question for you, Claudia.
Okay,
Were you that
thanks.
viewer that wasn't
First, I'd like to
was
introduce
there
our
but
new
wasn't
members.
active in chat?
This is our prop manager, Veronique. She'll be in charge of all the film's props and items.
It must have
This
been my
is
younger
Renaud,
brother
Our
then.
lighting technician. He'll be
'Cause
in
he
charge
kept
of
going
lighting
off
and
and
illumination
on my
to set up
stream.
each scene's
And he
atmosphere.
tends to do that.
Wow. Sure feels like we have some real professionals joining the crew now.
First of all, please allow me to first express my sincerest
If not,
gratitude
Zhong
to
Li
everyone in
works.
the crew. When my investor informed me yesterday that he wouldn't, I had
Build
no
Zhong
idea
Li.
that I'd find so many people
I'm
willing to help me on
offended.
such
I'm
short
offended.
Notice. Thank you.
You don't like
Thank
Zhong
you
Li?
all from the bottom of my heart.
No need to be so cordial, Mr. Xavier. We're all
Wow.
honored to be a part of this.
Your works made a profound impression on me when I saw them back
Guru
in
is not
Inazuma.
recommended because
I
he
am sure
did,
that someday
yeah.
this film will be
Guru
remembered
doesn't
as a
work
prime
well with
example of
Navia.
cultural
I
exchange
think
between
Zhong Li works
Fontaine
better.
and Inazuma.
Yes, the story is the reason I agreed to join. I can't bear to even imagine what this film would look like without the very best director.
Anyway, I would like to make a promise to everyone that as the producer of this film, I'll do whatever I can to ensure that everything goes as smoothly as possible. This is not just my film. It also embodies the thoughts and feelings of every person here.
Kai, you're friends
as well
with
as the endless
you're friends with
effort
this
we are
person.
about to pour
You're
into it.
friends with this person.
So, without further ado, the Two Musketeers will officially begin filming now! You may take it from here, Director Farina.
What's a topper truck?
All right, listen up, everyone.
Oh no.
The first
Yeah, you might need to
scene
get
takes
that up
place
a
when
bit.
The two young musketeers are living at the Baron's home, still unaware of all that is about to happen to them.
Kai,
We'll need props and lighting to set the scene.
you're
Our
talking to a
lead
person
actors can go get the
that
makeup
went
done, and
for a
extras,
long
please take
time
this time to
by
build
the
up
name
your position.
Genshin Addict. I'm still addicted to Genshin to this day.
The director.
Is everyone clear? I don't want anyone traipsing around the set like umbrella finches. All right,
Cameras will start rolling as
And it was
soon
like,
as the
nah,
sun
I'm not doing this anymore.
Let's make a film that'll make some serious waves in Fontaine. Not the kind of waves that drown people. I mean, the good kind of waves. Seems like she's still
I think I've been playing for a full year, but I'm just gonna.
Anyway, let's go see if there's anything we can do to help.
I know what it was previously. It was like 365 days. I'm pretty sure it's gone up now, so I'm pretty sure I'm did a year.
Ayaka has mentioned you to
Hey.
me before.
Hey,
She said that
I'm
you two
very
were great
passionate
friends when
about
you were
streaming,
kids.
so even if I only have myself as a viewer, I'm very entertained.
Ah,
I
yes.
love gaming.
To help me really look the
I am sad. This sounds sad, but I'm. This is my only good skill. I
Are you
love
saying
gaming.
The wrinkles around my eyes are too deep.
You just have too much of a calculating look in your
Oh,
eyes.
okay.
You sure don't mince your words. It seems you really haven't changed much.
Quiet.
Yes. Good night. Have a great and safe time. Close this genshin entirely. Are you gonna Are you gonna be a viewer now? Are you just gonna sit and watch?
How about here?
You mean your Halo?
A little more to the left.
You got it. Hey, Yoimiya, do you need a hand?
Which one are you playing?
No,
Infinite
I'm fine.
or one of the game
Doing the
series?
lighting is kind of like designing a fireworks. I heard that the Traveler will be operating the camera and
Mhm.
Paimon will be the clapper loader, right? Those roles are just perfect for the two of you.
Really? Is that because it'll be easy for Paimon to hold the
Well,
clapper
yeah.
board while flying?
The storyline was strong.
Sure, there's that.
At the same
Not
time,
exactly what I meant.
at the same time,
I just
nothing
think
was
after all your
better.
journeys together, you two must have
Nothing,
developed a super
in
close
my
bond
opinion,
and just
I
naturally know how
hope
to
no
work with
one,
each other.
if
If I'm
anyone's
not
watching
mistaken,
in chat
the
gets
door with the cameras
offended,
rolling as soon as the clapper
I
board
did
goes
not
up.
like anything past the third one.
Oh, I see. It's amazing to see the magic behind filmmaking.
Yoimiya, we need lights over there too.
Oh, on it.
Yeah.
I've got to get back to work. Chat with you later. Oh, it's exciting to see so many people working together to bring the film to life.
Seems like Yoimiya's really getting into it. But she was right. We do have a super close bond, don't we?
How fun is that? And how late is gonna be the stream? Oh, I was about to say, please, this is the one time that I don't want you to sleep. Is that the bad thing?
Paimon's really happy to
Is that the bad thing? This time I don't want you to go to bed. Okay, I'm thankful for that. Me,
So, this is a real musket?
No, it's just a prop
it's for their anniversary.
Not bad. Have you seen a real musket before?
Only in books
Same
and
here.
newspapers. I made this one based
You'd
on
see
the
why
relative
I'm
shape and
kind of
proportions
streaming.
I saw in reference images. When we're filming, some special gunpowder will be applied around the muzzle, which will
I
help
get
create
that.
the flash and smoke effects of a real gun being fired.
Which means it'll be up to the actors to portray the recoil.
That's right.
Yeah.
The sound effects for gunshots will also be added
So-
in post-production.
Cloud, to
Thank you,
inform
Vernie.
you my
I
stream
think
is
I know
gonna
where to
go
start
till
now.
3 a.m.
However, the musket's gears and firing pin could still use some work. Adding some wear on the metallic components will make them appear more realistic. Also, be sure to rub the muskets with some oil each time before we start shooting. That'll give the impression that the firearms have been well maintained.
Good point.
You seem to know a lot, Miss Chevres. I assume you use these types of firearms on a regular basis?
Yes, I perform routine maintenance on my weapons every day. Just like we as people need to eat and sleep, muskets need to be cleaned and maintained.
I also perform similar care for my sword every day, and familiarize myself with its shape and weight, to the point where it feels like a natural extension of my body.
Yes, this way, our weapons will never betray us in the heat of battle.
Yes,
You should be
that's
glad
something.
you weren't streaming
It
that.
seems we have the same philosophy on this topic.
Oh, sounds like they found a common interest to talk about.
Though these props differ from the muskets I
Can you
use,
inform
I
me
can
on
still
Twitch
give you some
panels?
pointers.
Good. I look forward to your instruction.
First and foremost, never point the weapon at anyone, regardless of whether it's a real or prop weapon, or whether you're holding it or it's on the table. This holds for any time when you're not actively
I
engaging
feel like-
an enemy.
Okay.
I
understood.
feel like you
When
might
aiming the
have
musket,
to get on
extend your arm so that it's
kind of
level
an
with your shoulder,
upgrade
and use your eye to look
the
down
stream
weapon's
viewership,
sights.
Like this?
because like normally
Not
you
bad.
lag in
Try
viewer
saying your
chat.
lines.
Remember that.
This is the end of the road
Ah.
for you.
Okay,
Good.
so
Now turn your body a little. That way, you'll give your enemy less of a target to work with. And relax your shoulders. Here, allow me to demonstrate.
my upgrade's
This is
gonna
the
take
end
a
of the
while
road
because
for
I
you.
can't either find a 260, 250, or a
Excuse me, Miss Chiu.
270 for a GPU.
Director Farina, there's something I wish to discuss with you.
Oh? What is it?
Like this?
They're not computer
Yes, much
specs,
better.
they're the GPU. They're,
What do you think?
yeah. I'm gonna, I'm a
do
tech nerd
see
and a
your
gaming
point.
nerd.
But are
Throw
you
your worst
sure
threats
you
at
wish
me.
to do this?
I believe it would be most fitting.
Well, if you insist. All right, I understand. Miss Ayaka, Miss Chevres, could the two of you please come over here?
You work Tuesday,
What's going on? Are
so
we gonna start filming
am I gonna have,
Let's go see.
so Tuesday is my,
What is it?
Genshin,
I have a question for you,
streaming on
Miss
that
Chevres.
account.
Would you be willing
The
to
other
play
one
the role of a
instead of my
musketeer?
main. This was
what?
was just a surprise stream because
To clarify, I would like to turn over
I'm
my
just gonna
weapons to
say
Miss
this
Chevres.
right here right now. I wanted to play
But
Genshin a
brother-
bit more. I only have one day
Don't
of
worry,
streaming
Ayaka.
Genshin, so I felt
actually
like,
view this as a good
yeah,
thing.
let me play more
I was
Genshin,
becoming
but on my
troubled trying
main.
to set aside some time to speak to the staff at the Palais Mermonia. I would like to have some conversations about the cultural exchange between our two countries, and I've heard that the bureaucratic process here can get rather complicated. Now, I will be able to focus on my work. Besides, you also know that
Yeah.
I'm not really one for public performances.
Are you really sure?
From a director's point of view, I also felt like the relationship between the two musketeers in the original story could be improved. The older brother in the story plays the lead role with his overbearing character, but this causes his character to overshadow
Yeah,
that of
but,
his sister. And the theme of the two
I
supporting
think
and
you're gonna be
relying
the
on
only
each
one
other isn't
streaming
conveyed
because
very well.
I've learned for
But
myself that
if
I
we were
get
to change
especially
the
tired
siblings to two sisters
like
of a
after
similar
two
age,
two
then
streams
that
because
aspect of
I
the
have
story
Monday
might
and
come
I
through
have
more
Tuesday that
clearly.
I stream
Also,
lethal.
I've
So
seen you
I'm
instructing Ayaka.
tired
That cold and
like
dignified
all through
personality is
Wednesday, so
exactly
yeah,
what
that's
we
why I
need
split up
from
my
the
days.
musketeer.
Of
That's
course,
why
even with all these
that's why
insights,
I'm streaming
the decision should
Saturday.
still be made by Miss
Well,
Chevres.
now Sunday technically, so happy New Year
Mentioned
to
that she
anyone
really likes the
watching.
story, right? How about that she'll take the role?
Is there a history on the ball drop? What is there lore?
All right, I'll take the role.
Yeah.
Good. It's decided.
3,
I'll
2,
get started on
1.
making edits to the script.
Kiss your wall!
We'll also need to make some immediate adjustments to the lighting, props, and costumes. I have a feeling that our adaptation will be even better than the original story.
You're doing a great favor for me, Miss Chevreuse. You have my gratitude.
Don't mention it. I like this character.
I'm
so
going
if
for,
anything, I should be the one thanking you.
I'm just gonna say this wrong
Since
again.
my
So,
brother is the one who brought up the idea,
Art,
I suppose there's no need to worry. Let's go.
I
with
forgot.
Chevreuse. I look
Arlecchino.
forward to working with you.
Please, just call me Chevreuse.
Seems like you're really going out of your way to solve the problem I
So
was having with your makeup.
4.5 is gonna be
Sure,
the
you
biggest
jest
update with
I
Fatui
assure you that
Harbinger,
I was
right?
mostly motivated by a desire to spend more time on formal business.
Oh, come on. You really think I'd buy that? According
Yeah,
to what I've
but
heard from Ayaka,
I
her brother is someone who can
I
juggle
like
10 different
attention to
matters at the same
detail on
time.
characters.
I'm
If,
sure you
and
have other reasons for backing out.
the Fatui
Perhaps.
Harbinger has like these
Ayaka
certain
always said
eyes,
she
I
wanted to
think,
go
with
out
like
and see
crosses
more
in
of the
them,
world, just like the
and they
traveler.
look great.
But I feel that she needs not only to see other nations,
But if they
also to make some
release
different
the
kinds of
marionette, you know where my money's
it's
going.
harder for her to make new connections with me constantly by her side. I would
Yeah,
like to give her some
but
space.
also
All right,
not
come
even
on,
confirmed, but
spoil her some more.
Senora is not gonna drop.
Ayako,
Ever.
I'm glad you're stepping down
'Cause-
from the role. Paimon really wanted to see you act as a musketeer.
But would it be in Mohoyo's character to like randomly do this though? Twitter
No
can't
need
be
to poke
sane for
fun.
anyone.
I'd wager that you also felt that I wasn't the best candidate for the role.
Okay, my Twitter is just full of corpse fan art. That's all I have on mine. Mhm. Are you gonna have like is this gonna be your
Yes.
streaming schedule
I've
like
made an appointment to
Wednesday,
meet some people from the Palais
Wednesday,
Harmonia.
Sundays?
Now, I will have some more time to prepare.
Traveler,
Okay.
get the camera ready. Paimon,
Me,
get the
I'm
clever
just
board. Actors to your position.
I'm just a free
We're
no
about to
life.
start shooting the first scene.
Go on now. And please take good care of Ayaka.
Yep, don't worry.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing the film when it's finished.
All right. Now that we're all here, let me help set the scene for everyone. The first scene takes place when our two
We don't
main
want to start
characters
that
are
whole
still living at
conversation
their
again. It's
estate.
gonna be all confusing.
They've been ostracized and verbally abused by others in the household, but they still have no idea why. We want to capture how naive and innocent they are, despite their
Let's
parents.
talk about the recent
Empress
FNAF
will be
lore
playing
that
the role of the
surrounds
older
FNAF How
sister,
Wanted
Julie,
too.
And Ayaka will be the younger sister, Iris. Be sure to get close-ups of the main characters at the right moment.
There,
Silence on the set. Lights, camera.
you wanna know something funny?
action. Let's go.
There's 2 mimics.
Tulip, Mother's been out for quite a while now.
Perhaps she went to pick some flowers on the way home. You know how she loves flowers.
Iris, Tulip, I'm home.
Mother, you were out for so long. We were beginning to worry about you.
I'm sorry, but I'm back now, safe and sound. Here, I brought your favorite treats.
Mother, what are those bruises on your hand?
Huh? What bruises? Oh, I must have bumped into something while I was working yesterday.
Ah,
I
yes,
noticed
the
them this
performance is great.
Then
I'm
perhaps
great
from
at
my
being a
silly
camera
twitch when I
crew.
was out just now. By the way, did you have fun playing at home?
I like
What's the
how
matter,
people,
Iris?
I like how everyone in, like,
Well, we've realized that no one really wants
I
to
like
play
how
with us.
everyone refers to
They even
Traveler as
took Iris's
Traveler,
doll
even
and
though
spat
they
at
know
us.
their name.
And they even called us names. They said we were...
Well, when is he doing his
It's
stream?
alright, don't worry. Girls, listen to me.
Well, the last time he did a stream was, I think, like a day ago, where he did the Tales of O'Brien's. So he might.
It doesn't matter what anyone says. Don't listen to them. No one can define you with such words. You both have wonderful
Yeah.
lives ahead of you. Just like your names. You will both blossom like beautiful flowers. Maybe your time to blossom hasn't quite come yet. But one day, you two will bloom more beautifully than anything else. Don't let the soil you're in now ruin your future beauty. Understand? My dear daughters.
And cut! Not bad. The actor's emotions were all on point. Let's keep that take. Also, if our clapper loader could avoid shouting at the start of the scene next time...
Yeah, Paimon. Yeah, you don't want to scream.
Great. I was a little worried.
I love hounding
But it wasn't too
Paimon.
difficult at all. Seems like Farina must have adapted the role nicely.
Paimon
You
shall
were
not be
great.
free from being
I couldn't tell
emergency
it was your
food.
first time acting in a film. You should have more confidence.
Thank you for your encouragement.
Positions, everyone! We'll move on to the next scene after we try a few
Hey,
more
Cloudy,
camera
have you ever had an experience where you're so uncomfortable in a seat that you can't sit properly?
This scene is when our two characters return
Yeah,
home.
that was the
only to
technical
discover their
difficulty.
mother
I
has
couldn't
been
sit
missing.
right.
Ready? Lights! Camera! Action!
Up, I went up to 3 viewers and then it went back down to 2. I love this live counter.
What's wrong, Tulip?
Iris, stay away!
Huh? Why? What's... Mother!
Oh, dang. Aika can act.
She's...
Oh. I like how it's all
Poison
delayed.
in this cup.
I got a quick question. Can I stop the delay? Can I stop? Can I have like a bit less delay?
They didn't
Is that
even
possible?
try to cover up their actions.
Yeah, but yeah,
Iris,
even
we
though
need to
I
leave this
asked him,
place.
I don't think he's gonna
Now my mother
he's
is
not
gone.
gonna be really active
Where
since
can we
remember he
even
does
go?
have work. He is working.
Anywhere. All I know is that we can't stay in this house.
But... Are we just going to let them get away with this?
We'll have our revenge, I promise you. Just not right now. Come on, let's go.
It's funny how I'm keeping my eye constantly on the
Oh,
clock, but
Wait,
it's just normal me. Normal paranoid
we can't
me.
just leave Mother here like this. At least let me leave this rose with her. That's why we went out
You
in
can
the
up
first
the
place,
frames.
to buy her this flower.
All right. Goodbye, Mother. We'll avenge you
Oh my god.
someday.
I can play my videos at I can play my videos at 1080p
Great
60.
performance. Oh my, you're so amazing, Ayaka. Were those
I'm
real
sticking
keys
with
you saw? How
760.
did you do it?
I was surprised too.
Thank you for the kind compliments. Actually, as soon as director
Ayaka's
Furina
great
said
and all, but
action,
besides from the
I
wet
told
sock
myself not to think
incident.
about anything. I just felt the weight of the moment and became the character. It's quite similar to practicing
Dang.
the art of the sword. You clear your mind and focus only on what's happening in front of you.
Ayaka's performance was amazing. Have I discovered an acting prodigy?
Looking at the
down, everyone.
clock
We
and
need
looking
to
at
move
my
on to the
stream
next
time,
scene.
I streamed 5 minutes early. I'm sorry to say this, but I was excited to stream that I prepared 5 minutes early. Yeah, but at the same time, you still don't want to do that quest.
You're not ready? But Paimon wants to keep playing with the clapper. How do you feel, Traveler? Is your arm sore from holding the camera all day?
Good work, you two.
I'm not going for Naga's weapon, I'm going for the mist
I've read
splitter.
this novel many times before.
'Cause
I
Aika
have a
could
good
benefit
grasp of
from
my
it.
character's mindset. Anyway, do you remember my request from yesterday?
Oh, right! We were having so much fun that Paimon nearly forgot! You have a case where the murders seem really similar to the cases in the novel, right? So,
In the story, the main characters grow up to become two musketeers, always using their guns to carry out their revenge. And on each of the victims, they place a rainbow rose as a symbol that they've returned.
Say that once I actually get a Geo character, but it's like Noelle.
Yes, that's correct. We found rainbow roses just like in...
oh, that does sound pretty concerning.
He did love you. He sent you a he sent you a twink.
Ooh,
No,
now
have
I
this
can't stop
twink.
wondering what kind
Have
of
this
ulterior
twink.
motive the murderer might have. What do you think, Traveler? You're smart. Paimon wants to hear your thoughts.
Guru.
Good. On behalf of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, thank you for your dedication to justice. There's no time to lose. We should start investigating right away. Follow me.
Huh? Right now? Well, we just got done filming all day. Paimon...
The most valuable intel always comes after nightfall. They are like small, remote islands in the middle of the sea. If you don't stay vigilant, you will pass right by them. That's how one of my favorite books always puts it, at least.
So, where are we going right now?
Let's start by checking out some workshops that sell mechanical
You wanna know what I might
Culprit
need
is
to
making their
do
own weapons.
eventually?
It's very likely that they'll visit those sort of places.
I need to finish Escape the Backrooms because didn't I just play like 30 minutes of it and then just stop playing it completely? It'll be fun, but one level I'm terrified of. Party room. It sounded like you said something else. You probably I think you probably would have played like thinking I don't even think you would
Welcome
play
to LeShow's Clockwork Workshop. How can I help you?
Escape the Backrooms.
Hello. I'd like to know if anyone has purchased some special components lately.
But I know you've
Special
only seen
components?
it from my
Sorry,
gameplay.
Could you be more
I mean the kind of components that aren't typically used for clockwork toys.
Huh? For firearms?
No,
Don't misunderstand. I'm not here to cause any trouble. We are merely investigating a case and...
well, To be completely honest, I'm not even sure what kind of components that would entail.
True, but yeah, that'll be
Has anyone
interesting.
ever purchased components here as an individual rather than on behalf?
We have a lot of customers who buy toys, but those who buy components are all regular customers who buy in bulk on behalf of their organization.
Is that so? I understand. Thank you for your cooperation.
You're welcome. It's the least I can do.
You wanna know an interesting thing I want to attempt to buy? A razor wig. Razor wig. Yeah. His hair looks great. Aether. Well, you will be a perfect part because of your height.
Oh, hey, Chevrolet. Run out of.
Hello, Estelle. I want to know if anyone has come to your shop recently.
I honestly thought if you were to
Oh, is this another
actually
case?
get someone, I thought it was gonna be Albedo.
let me
I mean,
think.
not Albedo.
I don't think so. Some people have
the clay
requested that I
guy.
make some prop guns for the Fontanalia Film Festival, but I refused all of those requests.
Clay guy. The guy made out of clay. Yeah,
Because
Albedo.
there's no profit.
I said that the first
I
time,
only
didn't
make
I?
things here that can do some real heavy lifting.
Then has anybody come specifically looking for mechanical components?
Well, I usually sell off my scrap to the fleuve centre. I don't typically give
Yeah,
them to one
but
specific person.
yeah, I
understand.
honestly thought you
Thanks
would
for your
be
cooperation.
Albedo.
Don't mention it. Always happy to have the Musketeers' patronage.
Am I wrong though?
Seems like we haven't found any leads to go off yet.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And also, Zhao is kind of short
Alright,
king, so we
let's head to
know
Flip Sandra
if
next.
Fel cosplayed or something.
People might not be so thrilled to see the captain of the special patrol there.
You think so, huh?
Aether
guess I
and
don't know.
Zhao.
No what?
That I grew up in Fleuve Sandra.
And then I'll just be that weird tall like razor. Actually, what character do you think I would be? In your personal opinion, who do you think I was about to say Sino, but I don't think I have Aether. I forget, is Fontaine a German town? Oh, French town. Okay. Okay. Finally, I can get this waypoint. It's been bugging me. I didn't do anything Fontaine related for a while because I wanted to save it for content wise. And I really like the Fontaine town. Yeah, but I'm still gonna I'm gonna still mess with you by on my other account. I'm not gonna get anything in leeway. Not getting any waypoints in leeway. I'm gonna love walking and tormenting you at the same
I don't
time.
know anything.
Don't worry, I'm not here to arrest anybody.
You say that now.
It's the truth.
Only waypoint I'm gonna have is the
Take this as
statue.
my guarantee.
Wait, did Paimon just see what she thinks she saw? Is the captain of the special patrol bribing a citizen?
Seems
How
very
long is your
different
phone
from the
gonna
other
update
guys.
for?
What do you want to know?
Have you heard anything related to muskets in Fleuve Sandra lately? Anything?
Muskets, huh? All I know is that about 2 weeks ago, we started hearing some loud noises and
Were they gunshots?
possibly.
It's hard to tell around here. Someone's house collapsing, a pipe exploding somewhere, it's all the same. But the noises I'm talking about definitely happened after I fell asleep.
Do you know where the noises were coming from?
I don't remember clearly.
Is it that you don't remember, or that you need to think about it some more?
You tell me.
Then please, think about it some more.
She's giving her even more Mora.
I have a slightly interesting idea for my VTuber model. You're not gonna like this, but I might ask someone you might not like for to make me an avatar, and then I can make that into my VTuber model. Yeah, but I don't know who. That's the only part.
The noises came from the end of the Southern Waterway. I came out and had a look for myself, and I wasn't sleeping well, but I didn't dare get too close. That's all I know.
I would have attempted because
Alright,
they're
I'll take
so
your word for it.
like
Thanks for the
welcoming
pep to
to like do commissions for like Tom, but at the same time I'm like, nah.
No need to be surprised. I grew up here, remember? I know how to get people around here to talk.
Crow makes avatars?
Seems you catch
The
on
more you
pretty
know.
quick. Now then, let's keep going.
No, I don't think he's awake. If he... Oh, is he awake? Yeah, the only thing I'm just gonna say is he gonna be free? I'm a cheapskate. Can I get Crow's help? If that's the term, do you think? Or no?
It's been a while, Tetro.
Huh?
Please, just get on with your request.
I want to know if you've heard anybody talking about muskets lately.
What do you mean by an Amber moment?
Information isn't free, you know.
I've heard that bandits have been extremely active in the countryside recently, and they've been affecting the delivery of goods to Poisson.
Hey, yo, my body's really adapting to this cold.
You're still as helpful as ever. One of our men got drunk at dinner about a month ago and lost his gun. 3 days later, it turned up in the corner here.
What's weird about that? He just forgot where he put it, right?
This is Fleuve Cendre, my friend. Anything of value left in the tavern won't ever make it to the next
I never
day.
ran into you, Cranky.
But that gun turned out to be an exception. It didn't...
I suspect it came back
But at the
because
same
weapon
time, I
was
think
already
it might be
mounted
fun.
guards.
You mean a criminal was afraid the Marechaussee Phantom would use the shot marks to track them down? Maybe. But if that's the case, the culprit really took great care to avoid getting caught.
I didn't say anything about a criminal.
In Fleuve Cendre, knowing who was killed is as easy as knowing what clothes you're wearing today. It's the guy living in the east side, isn't it? I've never liked him. Every time he's here, he just orders a drink and sits there with a nasty look in his eyes.
So, who was the one who lost the gun in the first place?
Don't bother. Even if you asked, he wouldn't admit to owning a gun to some strangers. Not to mention the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
He's right.
I know you grew up here, Chevres. Even though you're on good terms with the Spina, you've still been gone too long. Not many people know you here now, and a lot of people don't like the Special Patrol.
I know.
So take my advice and don't show your face too much around here. It's for your own safety.
I'll come and go as I please, and I'm afraid I'll be appearing more often due to my work.
All right. Don't say I didn't warn you.
broken planks and barrels?
Yes, but have a closer look, Paimon.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. We've hit the
Even though
2-hour
somebody has
mark.
purposefully tried to clean them up. These are obviously marks from musket bullets. In other words, someone was here trying to improve their shot. They were using the barrels and bottles for target practice.
Could it have been the killer?
Your guess is as good as mine. Although many people at Fleuve Cendre own guns, few hide the fact from others. And even fewer would go to such lengths to hide markings from practice shots. Anyway, let's go. There might be more to this.
Way to keep yourself
Seems like that's all
uncold.
we'll be able to uncover for today.
Paimon feels like we managed to learn a lot more here than up on the surface.
So,
Yes. Assuming that everything we found is indeed connected to our suspect,
So-
then their timeline was probably something like this. A month ago, our suspect found a gun and took it home to disassemble it. Once he'd figured out its mechanics, he brought it back. In the following weeks, he used some parts to create his own makeshift musket and took it to the Fleuve Cendre for target practice. Then, a few days ago, he found his target and carried out the murder. Once the deed was done, he left a rainbow rose on the body, just like the scene in the novel.
That all makes
yeah.
sense to Paimon.
Can you introduce him to the voice in your head?
Out the killer's identity.
Gonna take a quick
The
million years.
deceased was a resident of Fleuve Cendre. It's said that he was a poor, solitary man.
Is this person the equivalent of the father who left with milk?
Yeah, that's also something I'm trying to figure
Father's
out.
also
If
an
we are indeed
adult,
following
so
the
he has
novel,
to
and
do
there's a
adult
story behind
things.
the murder, then this murder should be an act of vengeance. But according to our
You
investigation,
think?
the deceased didn't have any enemies. He was no saint, but no one's heard of a rival who.
Shouldn't that be one fact you should know about your father?
Leave a rose on his body. What message is the killer trying to convey, and to whom exactly? We've thoroughly investigated that possibility. He claims to have spent the whole day at the Opera House on the day of the murder, and the staff there have confirmed his account.
Okay, so he has an alibi.
Not only that, he lacks a credible motive as well. He has a family of his own, and both of his parents are still alive. I've looked into his records. He was adopted at the age of 6, and all the proper procedures were followed.
If
There are also
Crow
records of him
actually
at an
makes
orphanage before then.
the VRChat
In the
avatar,
story, the mother of the 2 musketeers was murdered.
I'm
after the
gonna
children
have
turned
to
10.
add 2 things
Of
to
course, he could have changed the children's ages,
the
but I
model.
don't want to assume anything without evidence. More importantly, I've also had a chat
Planet
with him in
earring
person.
for a bit of
He didn't
lore.
seem like the kind of person who would pull the trigger to kill a man.
Then, what should we do now?
Uh,
We have all this
For
new information,
Planet,
but it doesn't
because
have to
in
go
story
forward.
wise, my lore
Investigations
is
take time. I didn't expect us to
that
catch the
I
culprit in
rule
just a
over
single
this
day. How
realm
about this?
that
Let's
no one
spend the
can
next few
see
days filming with
besides
the crew.
me.
We
So
can continue the
I tend to
investigation
look
once we're
at
done with the
I
film.
tend to look at the
I'm sure
earring
that
to
given
check up
time,
on the
new
realm.
leads will present themselves.
Wait, but weren't you saying Intel is like small, remote
Yeah.
islands in the middle of the sea just a moment ago? Wouldn't you just miss them if you were...
Ah, but the book had more than one reference to
You
the
have to
islands, Paimon.
you gotta
Oh? What else did it say then?
you have to
As long as
remind
you
me
spend
who is
enough
that
time
again?
Sailing through the fog, you'll eventually come across an island.
Oh, quest complete. Hey, quick question. Would you have said that if I didn't tell you that? Wait, is she trying to find 2%? That's the easiest milk to find, the chalky milk.
Schedule is jam-packed.
How can you forget the chalky milk? Fontaine is so beautiful. How do you not find chalky milk? Huh? There's more? Huh?
Good morning, everyone. We're looking to wrap with our two main ladies today. I can already smell our
Cloudy,
success.
did you just say you had more siblings?
Looking to wrap. Oh, aren't you the expert now?
Yes, VR chat families are weird. They expand.
This upcoming scene
You
is
say
the
as
two
you are a
musketeers'
part of
final
two.
confrontation with the Baron. There will be quite a bit of action, but no choreography beyond
Yeah, they're
what was already
expanding.
rehearsed. Anyway, get ready. Lights, camera, action!
The view is beautiful tonight. It reminds me of that fateful night 10 years ago. And now that I've said it, I can even make out the faint fragrance of
I
herbal
love
tea
the
in
limp
air.
syncing on Genshin Impact.
Villain, it's time that you pay for the death of our mother.
My dear Iris, have you forgotten your manners? How can you speak like this to your own father?
Father
I'd
content?
sooner swallow all of my teeth than call you father.
What did I expect?
This
Seems
stream
the
is gonna
daughters
be
have
the
turned
most
out to be just
confusing
as
anyone's
obstinate as that
watched if I
foolish
get
mother.
if I.
In this world, mora and status is everything.
Yeah, that's your lore. You had a father that had to look for the chunky milk or the chalky milk.
All she wished was for us to live.
It was you who personally brewed the poison of prejudice and sent Mother to her death. Compared to that deadly poison, the 2 bullets that will soon pierce through your heart will be like sweet mercy.
And that's exactly why I said you're just as naive as her. Did you really think 2 muscles
Hey
would be enough to
yo,
defeat me?
I could be packing.
What is stronger? Get them!
Tulip! There are too many of them!
It'll be okay. We'll cover each other,
Yeah,
Iris.
too much. Too much.
Watching over us too.
Oh. Cloudy.
To think I'd lose
I
to my
literally
own
just
kids.
froze them with Ayaka's like ultimate, and they did like the other ultimate, and I was just done.
Then tell me.
Yeah, they were so
what did you do
strong.
this for? You lost your mother, and will soon kill your father as well. What will you gain in the end, other than sentences for your crimes?
Cloudy, what a coincidence! We're killing off the father in Genshin Impact. What's the chances of that?
It's over.
Finally, it's over.
I feel like if I had to do this whole like quest, it will expand up to like 8 hours. Cause I'm at 2 hours
So,
right now, right?
where will you go now, Tulip?
And there's
Too sure,
6 more.
Maybe somewhere with lots of
And I'm
flowers.
just on the 3rd one.
Mother always did love going where the blossoms were.
I know I'm not completing this, so I might have to make another live stream about this, finishing this off.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
You're the intrusive thoughts that I do not want.
What is it?
How long do you think it's gonna take me next?
Rainbow Rose. Look,
It's just gonna be another 3-hour long live stream. I'm just gonna do it quick.
excellent! That was beyond mesmerizing. Even I didn't expect the scene to go so well. And we got it in a single take. All right,
Wait, how do you stop that camera? That's my question.
and Iris. Congratulations, Ayaka and Chevron.
Amazing performance, wet sock lady.
I didn't expect our parts to run so quickly. I wish I could savor the experience.
Oh,
for
Cloudy,
just a
you
bit
wanna know
longer.
what I love about these?
Paimon totally understands.
First takes. They're always first takes.
Filming has really been a lot of fun.
And you know in filming it does not. You know one thing about like movies, they aren't one take.
That is indeed my favorite line in the whole book.
It takes like
I still remember
100
trying
just to
act
get
it
a
out in my
scene
room the
perfect.
first few times I read it.
Whoa, Paimon would have never guessed you're that type.
Who doesn't like stories where the guilty are punished and justice prevails over evil? Don't forget, I'm the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Captain, I have something urgent to report.
I'm glad I'm not streaming my desktop audio.
I'll be back in just a moment.
Yeah.
Okay, don't worry about us.
So how was time with your father?
Was she whisked away by work already? I was just about to tell her how great she did.
It seems
Damn.
like some urgent official business.
Then
Mint
perhaps
chocolate
we should thank
chip.
the stars that we were able to wrap both of your parts so quickly today. Switching around the filming schedule would have been a real pain. Anyway,
Can you tell that I
actually
curse
came
less
over
than
to
you,
let
Cloudy?
everyone know that we're all done for today. You can go home and get some rest. And one last thing, Miss Ayaka.
Have you
your
noticed that
acting
one?
skills today were immaculate as always. Are you sure you won't consider taking up full-time acting? See, I just happen to know this great troupe that's still looking for a lead.
Thank you for your kind words, Director Farina.
Cloudy,
Unfortunately,
you're alive?
there are still many matters that I have to take care of back home at the
Oh.
Yashiro Commission. I
Now rest
cannot
in
remain
peace,
Fontaine
Cloudy.
To pursue an acting career. Nevertheless, I will make sure to treasure this incredible opportunity in
94?
my heart.
Oh, that's a shame.
I'm
But
confused
I
about dates.
understand. Just let me know if you ever change your mind.
1990, 90, 80, 90, 70,
I believe
90,
it's also about time
60.
for me to take my leave.
Huh, that's a love
But
use.
hopefully I'll see you on set over the next few days. Even though my
Quick
part's
math.
wrapped, I'd still like to swing by and help out the crew. See you tomorrow, Traveler and Paimon.
Yep, see you tomorrow. Well, what should we do next? Maybe we'll go investigate the case some more with Shivers today.
Traveler, Paimon, please come with me.
Huh? Where are we going?
You could say that our ship has finally chanced upon one of those small, remote islands of intel.
Ah yes, I don't want to act, I want to follow this blind person. Is she blind or is she gonna make up a story like she inherited the eye patch? Hey Cloudy, is there any lore on this firearm person? The one with the I forgot her name. She has purple hair, she has like that she has like a firearm. She's the first gun wielder in Genshin.
Paimon definitely didn't expect
I'm gonna
us
have to
float
read
this
more
far after
Genshin manga.
filming. So, Shivers, why did you take us here?
Is she not? Dang.
Affirmative. It wasn't anything conclusive, but it should show us a clear
Oh,
way forward.
I guess that gives
Have
me
you
an
ever heard of
excuse to
someone
read the
by the name
FNAF
of
books
Emily?
instead of the manga
That famous perfumer?
of Genshin.
She's a good friend of mine. She's lent me her aid several times in the
I've
past
read,
to resolve some difficult cases. After I discovered
Fourth
rainbow
Closet,
rose at the scene of the
Silver
murder,
Eyes.
I sent it to her. After all, she's probably the foremost expert on flowers and
Oh,
scents in
well.
all of Fontaine.
You gotta go get the chalky milk again.
There was nothing remarkable about the flower or the trace amounts of soil left on it. But according to Emily, the rainbow rose left by the killer was derived from a very rare cultivar.
Huh. Paimon didn't know that there were different varieties of rainbow rose. Paimon just thought they grew everywhere in the wild.
Flowers that are deliberately cultivated will always show some different features from those that bloom in the wild. We already knew that the rose left at the scene belonged to a special cultivar, but with Emily's expertise, we were able to pinpoint the place where it was first picked from.
Rainbow Rose was probably the killer.
Precisely. And after we checked what we learned against some sales
I
records
question
from the
one
past,
thing about
we
this
discovered that there's only one person
new
in all of
new
Fontaine
gun
who could grow
character.
and sell this specific
Her
cultivar.
design looks like a Honkai Impact character though. If they were on
It's the
the
novelist.
Express.
Didn't you say he had an alibi?
It looks pretty
To
though.
be clear, I haven't changed my mind about him. I still don't think he was the one who pulled the trigger. However, that doesn't mean the true culprit never visited him at his home or never purchased a rainbow rose from his garden. Whatever the case, we will have to confirm a number of things with him.
So you mean the next place we need to go is...
Yes, we're going to pay him a visit at his home.
I guess I had to do a quick math. I'm trying to do the math in my head. Yeah, so Cloudy, I'm basically ending stream around 3 a.m. but my time estimate of like my other hour, it puts me at 2:56. Because I started
That should be
early.
his house.
There are so many Gardamex stationed around the place. That's pretty unusual, right?
According to what he told me last time we spoke, he hired them so he won't be harassed or disturbed.
So there are a lot of flowers in his garden, but Paimon doesn't think we'll be able to pick one without alerting the Gardamex.
Right. Which is exactly why I think there has to be a special connection between him and the killer.
So, should we knock?
Just wait here for now. I'd like to take care of a number of those Gardamex first.
But they're so far away. How are you planning to do that?
Don't forget, Paimon. I'm actually the real-life captain of
Did
the
your father
Musketeers.
leave? Did he not get the check? Oh, this is just gonna be an entertaining stream, just listening to a voice in my head. It's more like me just ranting. And then me ranting to a... And... Oh no. No. No, Cloudy. No. That is not sanitary. Use toilet paper, don't use anything else. Imagine if you had to use like a leaf or something. That's not sanitary at all.
Oh, wait. Paimon's a little nervous.
I'll go knock on the door and make sure it's safe inside.
But can't we just arrest him?
We still have no evidence that he's the killer, or that he lent the killer any direct aid.
We still killed his robots,
It would
don't...
be appreciated if you could
Can't
take a
you
rainbow
sue
rose
us
from
for
his garden
that?
for me while I'm talking to him. It'll help the Marashose Phantom.
Sure, no problem.
You are a bizarre one. Yet again, I'm gonna say this again. I'm glad I'm not streaming my desktop audio.
Excuse me, Mr. Baptiste, are you home?
Who could it be at this hour?
Oh, it's you, Officer Shovras.
Would you mind accompanying me to the guard's headquarters, Mr. Baptiste?
Shovrust?
We would like to ask you some questions about a case.
Is that her name? Shovrust?
Is it still regarding the murder case from before?
I cannot
Did I say it
confirm or
wrong?
deny that at this time.
So it is then.
Or are you on
Listen,
your other
I need you to
conversation?
come with me, Mr. Baptiste.
Miss Shavras, I'll save you the trouble. Oh, and you two over there? There's no need for you to pick my flowers either. It's not time for them to bloom yet.
Oh! Okay.
I'm not gonna say it.
By saving me the trouble, you mean?
I will confess. I was the killer.
Huh?
He just admitted he's guilty.
Please relax, everyone. I'm not armed. The musket you're looking for has been buried in my backyard.
Then it's my responsibility to inform you, Mr.
That sucks. He's
Baptiste,
just
that everything
this
you
guy's
say right
just
now will be
saying
used as
that he's
evidence for the
guilty. I don't
inevitable
trust him.
trial.
Yes, I am perfectly aware of that.
I must say, I hate this feeling.
No.
Oh? Is it because I confessed? Or because you've been proven wrong?
Both, I suppose.
For the same reason as the one I wrote out in my novel, of course. I did it to exact revenge. I know you haven't figured out the link between the two of us. Had you done so, I'd have been taken away to the headquarters a long time ago.
Why is this
But
guy
that
just
won't
giving
stop
me
from
all this
always remembering
evidence
his
on him?
grotesque face. After all,
Your mother is still healthy and well.
you know, I was adopted
One
as a
thing,
child. I was referring to
one
my
thing I
birth
need to
mother.
think of is making
That
an
was never
intro and
recorded in the
outro to
orphanage's
like
records.
the stream.
Please forgive a 6-year-old child for concocting some lies to protect himself after watching his mother die right in front of him.
So, you're not.
Hey, so Cloudy, how do I access the
No,
genshin
of course not.
screenshots?
It was a work of fiction with many embellished parts. But I am indeed
Somewhere.
the illegitimate son of a wealthy and influential man who abused his power to murder my
Let me
mother.
just search up Genshin.
That part was 100% real.
But the man you killed didn't have a Mora to his name.
He was a hired assassin. An irredeemable beast who sank his fangs into a defenseless woman just for a few bags of Mora.
But if that's really the truth, you wouldn't be telling us any of this now. You still haven't managed to take revenge
Oh,
against your father.
funny thing,
the
I have
true
Genshin
mastermind
eyes.
behind
I
it all.
forgot about that.
I never thought I'd hear that kind of thing from the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
I'm simply skeptical about your motives.
It's simple, really. I've grown tired of everything and don't want to shoulder this burden anymore. You may have considered me too soft to pull the trigger. Well, as it turns out, you are exactly right. I've become overwhelmed by the aftermath of the murder.
So you're going to call a stop to your revenge, just like that?
The true mastermind is too rich and too powerful for me. I've accepted that I will never be able to avenge my mother alone.
And so what? The characters in your book never gave up.
Now, Officer Shavras, I'm the one who has killed a man, aren't I? Are you trying to convince me to commit another crime?
What's your father's name? How do you plan to prove the veracity of all of your claims?
Well, I'd like to speak with you privately.
Sure. Why don't we speak privately at the guard's headquarters?
Can you stop being on that discussion?
I must ensure that we won't be overheard.
No.
Fine. Let's talk here.
When I said won't be overheard, I meant by teamwork. I would like to speak with you and you alone.
I like how I'm just doing two
Thanks.
other things at the
appreciate
same
it.
time.
Please stay safe, Shavras.
Yeah. Not very interesting.
All right. Let's hear it.
Will you really
I don't-
believe what I'm about to say?
Well, that depends on what you're going to tell me.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Then listen closely.
Dang it.
So that's
I'm
how
not
it's all
able
connected.
to transfer
So,
this file over
it
so
seems you
you can
believe me
even
after
see
all.
the image.
Do you want me to go public with this?
No, of course not. At least, not right now.
Then why did you bother telling me?
You've read my work. What do you think? Even if you were to go public with all of this right now, he'd simply deny everything. It's been too long. Almost 20 years. Anything that could be used as evidence has long faded away. Even if there might have been a solitary island of truth once upon a time, justice will never find him.
Not if you don't try.
I know that as the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, you will always stand on the side of justice. But do you really think a cushy life in prison really constitutes justice for him? I bet he could lead an extremely comfortable life in the fortress of Meripede.
What are you trying to say?
I've been observing you from a distance. Your portrayal of the musketeer was exquisite. Pull the trigger of justice against him. Let the villain get what he deserves.
You want me to let you go so you may complete your revenge?
No, Officer Chavras. I know that would be impossible. No. What I'd like is for you to perform the deed on my behalf.
Oh, Shivers sure is taking her time. What could they be talking
Are
about
we not gonna
anyway?
question if the traveler has like great hearing or not?
What if he decided to attack her?
Because I'm practically sure they can hear the whole conversation.
Oh, you do have a point. Still, do you have any idea who the rich person might be?
Yeah, but
And why the novelist doesn't want us to hear what he's saying to Shivers?
Sorry to keep you waiting, you two.
Hey, how did your time
does that
go?
mean they're hearing something constantly at all times, like whenever they're
I've
too
already
close?
sent someone to escort Baptiste back to the headquarters for
If they're-
questioning.
yeah.
He wasn't lying about the musket. It was indeed buried in his backyard.
But what about the name? Did he tell you the name of the rich guy?
Yes, he did. But for now, I have to return to the Special Patrol. There are still a few loose ends I need to tie up. I'll probably be quite busy over the next few days, so apologies if you don't see me on set.
Alright, Paimon understands if you can't tell us everything you know. We'll just keep an eye on the Steambird then.
Actually, there's still something else I need your help with.
Oh, we got another detective case. What if I just pull Ike? that would either be funny or yeah. Oh. Sword? What sword? I forgot you're on my screen. Wait. Oh, let's see. Oh. I might be done almost. Does the last thing unlock the weapon? I might be able to collect it. Yeah, but yeah, Claudia, I thought you said you weren't tired. I never said anything about Aika.
We haven't seen Chevra since that night at Baptiste's place.
Yeah, that's only been a day ago.
Worrying about it now. Let's go
How
find out with the others.
Paimon has memory problems. We talked to Severus, or yeah, is Severus, like, I don't know how to say her name properly, so can you grammar me up real quick? Can you even say her name? I call her Severus, but I don't think I'm saying that right because my list is gonna. That's a. Do I have to go French for it?
Good morning! Hayaka and I were just talking about you.
Is Chevres still not joining us today?
Severus.
Probably not. We haven't seen
I'm
her
trying my
either.
best to pronounce it French, but I don't think I have an inch of French.
Pity. Director Farina said that we've only got a few small scenes left before wrapping up the entire thing. She
Well,
even said that she'll get me into a couple scenes, so everyone will have a chance to shine in front of the camera.
We were also
is
planning on
it
having
weird
a
that
victory feast once we're all finished
in Yoimiya's design, I like that big earring that she has, cause that's a great earring. It looks interesting, and then you have Ayaka's like butterflies.
If only Chevros was here. I still haven't taken a photo with her.
But is this a new 4-star?
Those special patrol folks are like phantoms when they've got a case on their hands.
This one.
But to be honest,
Yeah.
I'm even more concerned by what I read in the Steam book
She looks
this morning.
great and all, but she has more of a like, you know how like all the Geo characters have a special design.
We didn't know about this case at all when we joined the film. Is it going to affect
Yeah.
the reception of
From a pure publicity
She might
standpoint,
release
this will draw
as a
more
4-star
attention to
in
I have to say though that no director can be perfectly comfortable
Arcachino?
with garnering attention through means other than
Yeah.
artistic skill.
To be fair,
Yeah, but
feel
look,
like that
she's
should
a
sail the moment
Geo
you allowed
right here.
yourself to be named as the director on our posters.
It's not my fault that I'm
Yeah.
super popular. What was that saying again? My popularity has
Sunk.
Yeah,
to
but
an
at the
all-time
same
low.
time, you wouldn't complain about it in Zuma 1, cause you got Raiden Shogun. A leeway? Oh, that's gonna be great. Oh. I hope it'll be funny if they release the hide and seek update again. Like, you know, they either that or the bug battle thing, or like anything of the. I don't think they're gonna release anything that's been released already. Because like they have a hit.
Absolutely swamped trying to coordinate the film's marketing. So
Windbloom. Windbloom was great.
yes, that's one way.
Oh, Lantern, right.
Before we begin the final
Oh, is that the one where Hu Tao and that other character is performing?
Mr. Morris.
Yeah. And I believe
Pleasure to meet you all.
Lantern Right is Japanese New Year's
Glad to make your acquaintance, Mr. Morris.
or
What's
Japan's
the
New
issues
Year's.
you've encountered with your financial situation?
Oh, well, the situation has,
Don't worry, Mr. Morris. Accidents and last-minute challenges happen all the
I'm
time.
up to date
There's
with
no
my
need to blame
lore
yourself
of
over it.
Genshin Impact, kind of.
Good news is that we're almost done filming now. And
Meanwhile, there's like probably 60 hours of lore bunched into this.
is that so?
all right. Now that we've gotten all the pleasantries out of the way, we'll mostly be filming typical people and scenery from the streets today to improve the sense
I like
environmental
Farina's
ambiance in
eyes,
some parts of the
because they're
film.
completely different. One's like an eye, like a light blue and a blue, and then
They'll be used to
the
show
main eye
outsider
is
perspectives on the
light
fates of
blue
the
and
two
then blue.
musketeers.
That's right. Ayato
And then they
Shibashira
change with her
Excellent.
emotions.
Then let's start with the scenery shots. Yep, we'll be ready. Remember, all we need are some wide zoom shots of the streets. If you happen to find some particularly lovely patches of flowers and grass, feel free to grab some close-ups of those as well.
Okay, Farina, I get it. You're criticizing my camera work.
Action!
I don't see you working the camera.
Okay, now move the camera slowly. Try to focus on that flower. What's wrong? Just adjust the focal length of it. Something the matter?
Bad guy go burr.
Fine for all the days before. Veronique,
Bad guy go
can we
burr.
try a different camera?
No problem.
Is it gonna explode?
All right, let's give it another try. Lights.
Oh, for a second.
Action.
Mechanical phone.
Don't tell me. This one is broken too. Veronique, do we have any other spare ones we can use?
I'm afraid we only brought these two today.
Yeah, Farina, no work for you.
Find a workshop to get them repaired right away. Oh, and you too, Bono. Go find our spare camera in the warehouse and bring
on it.
Dang, you don't have to be that mean, Farina.
Greetings, everyone. My apologies for the delay. Is something the matter, Ayaka?
It seems like there are some issues with the filming equipment today.
Hey, Cloudy, is it something wrong with me? But I think Ayato has like a sister complex.
to the makeup booth. We'll start on the next.
You don't think that?
The people at the workshop told me that the part which holds the lens in place seemed to have
Is
fallen
it?
off.
I thought because he's always wanting to protect his sister. Because if you, I think Trevor does a quest with Ayaka, and then Ayato is there.
By the way, have you heard about that recent
Yeah.
case?
But that's the only time you see him. But now you have Boba Man. He loves his boba
I
tea.
heard that the chief of the guards is so mad about not catching the culprit that he's about to explode.
Oh? I find that quite hard to imagine, considering how he already looks most days.
Director, we have a problem.
Oh, we're in the middle of a take. Couldn't you wait until we wrapped up this scene?
This is Farina's hell.
All the finalized film that we've been keeping in the case has disappeared.
Oh wait, what did you say?
What happened?
Oh, no. Please take me to where the film was kept right away.
I'm coming too.
So no scene?
No, Yoimiya, you have to stay here. Oh.
Yeah, Shiori.
Okay, listen up. Everyone who's
Her,
not working
I
on
believe,
this
didn't
current
she
scene, go
design
now
the
to look
look
at the film.
for Navia?
Everyone else, stay
And
put
like
and
Farina?
wrap up the scene. Unbelievable. How could all these problems happen in just one day?
Oh, I'm just gonna mention,
We're back.
before this,
How did it go?
before this, like the beginning of this quest, like, Shiori says something about someone taking their, asking for their design and then, being like, not giving credit to her. And then she looks at Farina, and Farina's just having a nervous breakdown over there. So I think she might have something to do with her design, but at the same time I'm like, eh, just a look.
Could it be some competitors working on other films?
But if they wanted to harass us, why wait until the last day?
Okay, we don't have time to really look into it right now.
Kiraras?
Let's strike while the iron is still hot and wrap this thing up once
I
and
forgot
for all.
who she was.
Yeah, let's finish it.
Ah. Oh, the cat cube. Cat version.
I would like to officially announce that our entry to the festival, The Two Musketeers, has now concluded filming.
What is that? What is that? Why? If it's done filming, why do I have an extra one?
Even though the filming
That's the weird thing. If it's done, why do I have an extra part unless I think you're gonna have to take down the bad
I would
guy?
also like to extend my most heartfelt thanks to all of you.
All right. Let's save the awards speech for later, and
I'm
hopefully
saving Nouvellette and Risley Quest for later content.
now it's time to party.
Because I really do love the new like quest, but I'm just waiting till all the spoilers like die down so I can like do it without being spoiled of anything. Is this just completely random and you're not picking up any of this? Oh.
Whoa, this place is hopping.
Cloudy, you alive?
Finally getting to relax.
I have to check.
How's your work been going?
Everything went rather smoothly. Thank you for your concern.
Ayato told me that we've already confirmed the dates for some Inazuma Fontaine cultural
18
exchange
minutes.
events.
I feel like I've been playing this game for longer.
So in our capacities as
That's
a
how fun it is sometimes.
Then maybe Paimon will be able to find Fontaine detective novels in Inazuma.
Yes, gotta catch them all.
Oh, wait. Wouldn't Yaimiko get upset if that happens?
Wait, I just thought about a great idea. What if I do, if I make it like the 3 hours and then I like save the last one and then I do either the Risley one or the Nouvellette quest. I could probably get like 2 hours.
Literatures of both nations, of course. We have also made plans for cross-cultural engagements in the fields of gourmet cuisine.
I kind of just want to play the stories and I'm finding excuses for it.
When the time comes, be sure to visit and participate in all.
I'm just gonna say this again, I love streaming. It's so relaxing, I don't know why.
Oh, my darling clapper loader and camera operator. You've both worked really hard.
Paimon thinks you worked even harder than us. Honestly, Paimon was getting a little tired of playing with the clapperboard by the end of it. Worst of all, Paimon started having dreams of you shouting, "Lights, camera, action!" into Paimon's ears. The actual dream can't even start until you've yelled that.
Hey, if anything,
Bork.
shouldn't they be more grand and delightful than your dreams?
Bark in
We've gone
French.
through so much together, and that's how your brain remembers me.
Brook. I tried my best.
Anyway, what's most important is that we wrapped the film. I'm pretty confident that
You mean the Farena Award?
Hey, no need to mention the official name.
Wait, now that you mention it, if we did win the prize, would Farina just get a statue of herself?
I got a quick question. Is Farena the Hydro Archon, right?
On our behalf.
But just imagine! Farina
Yeah.
accepting the Farina Award and holding a Farina statue.
Not yet.
I'm going back to my dessert now. You all can keep discussing that.
Yeah, but there's like a bits and drops of saying that they used to be the Archons, so now they're living honest life in that house, which I have.
Hey, you two.
Are you not really
Is that like the Nahida situation where the other like with like
this is still better than
digital Archons like died before?
But if this film becomes
Or
a
she
big hit,
just
people will definitely come flocking to your shop.
Yes, that's highly likely. As
Mhm.
long as the film can premiere as planned.
Are you still worried about the case?
That and all the obstacles we had to face today.
You're right. It's as if all our bad luck just manifested at once.
But
Mhm.
why today of all days? No.
Oh.
No, it's nothing. We've already delivered the film to the editors, so there should be nothing more to worry about.
How are you doing,
Yeah.
Mr. Morris? You having a good time?
Well, you could say that. Do you happen to know when the party is scheduled
So
to
it
end?
kind of, yeah.
Judging by how much fun everyone's having, I'd say probably not until well after
So
midnight.
like a Ganyu
There's
situation
something
where
that you still have to
there
take care of at home, Mr. Morris?
are.
Oh, well, I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
not a late night person.
Oh,
so
okay.
I might take off shortly.
Oh no! Silly me. I almost forgot something super important.
Oh, what is it?
I prepared a whole batch of fireworks for the party, but I forgot to bring them over from the warehouse.
Fireworks, you say? Well, that's truly a pity. Sorry things didn't go as planned.
Could you help me carry them over, Mr. Morris? I won't be able to finish them by myself.
Me?
I would like to pause you for a second,
sure
right
that
quick.
you can't find anyone else?
Yeah, I'm responding to a like a comment real quick. Yeah, I don't know about reviewing accounts.
Pretty please, Mr. Morris.
I'm
These are
just
some of the
completing the
best
main
fireworks
story,
I've ever
and I'm trying
made.
my best
So
because
I also want you to
it's
see them
great.
before you leave.
Yeah,
They're
so you can
stunning.
continue now.
I promise that they'll be a once-in-a-lifetime experience that you'll never forget.
But
It's okay, just come with me. If we're sneaky enough, nobody else will see us leaving.
all right.
The warehouse is right over here. I moved the fireworks there in advance, so it shouldn't be too much work bringing them back.
It's still a ways away from the party.
Sorry about that, Mr. Morris.
I was just getting a history
Probably
lesson
because
on
I'm used to carrying
Farina.
fireworks all the time, so it doesn't feel like a lot of work.
I love Farina too. Okay. Is that yeah, so that's why she's complaining about like not being at Oceanid or like other Oceanids.
Dark in here. Wait here, Mr. Morris. I think the light switch should be somewhere over here.
Why did I have to get roped into this? What was that?
And no, not my favorite character dying.
Did you really think you'd get away, Morris?
Oh no, this actually looks pretty cool.
You've got the wrong guy. It wasn't me.
You cannot lie, it's good for Mahoyoverse.
You know, Eliza died a far more heroic death than this. She fought your assassin to the end, to save the children she had hidden beneath the floor.
Is this movie wise or is she actually going off the record?
Eliza's pendant, the one with a photo of you two inside, the one you gave her. Ring any bells?
It's a fake. It has to be. There's no way.
No way your assassin didn't destroy it, you mean?
I feel like this would be part of the movie, but at the same time it's a scare tactic.
Did you ever love her, Morris? Or was killing her always the plan?
No, please. Listen to me. I told Eliza to keep us a secret. I paid her plenty for her silence. I never thought she'd keep the child. Everything was gonna
Dang, we're getting deep into lore about side characters.
No! I'm begging you. I have money. Just name your price, please.
You can keep your Mora, and you can go to hell.
Hey, yeah, hey, I kind of want the Mora. Can you hand over the Mora to me? I kind of need
I'm
it.
Captain Shovraz of the Special Patrol. Morris, you're under arrest for Eliza's murder.
Well, we know the real guilty person. Paimon. Well, we did catch him. Oh,
You're under arrest
that
too,
shot.
prop manager Veronique.
This is getting interesting.
Should call you
The second musketeer.
Wait, what's going on? This wasn't in the script.
I should have said to that comment that I'm not used to like reviewing accounts because I'm terrible at artifact hunting and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's gonna. It's kind of random to get that kind of comment because I just do the story.
What is going on?
I was looking at it while you were talking to me, and I was like, hold on, let me answer this one real quickly. I do want to become a review channel, review of genshin accounts, but at the same time, I don't know if I can be trusted enough. It's a genshin account, and like there's millions of people that can just take that information.
Thank you for your
I've seen like I believe accounts on like eBay where they were trying to sell off accounts and then like get rid of them.
Oh, and please tell the other cast members
And that
not to worry
was
about us.
yeah, and I don't really like that because and then like there's no security sometimes.
So what do you think, Morris?
Yeah.
Care to talk about what happened 20
So
years ago?
that's gonna really scare me if I become a review review people's accounts.
Don't force me to take you back to the interrogation room. I'd wager that you wouldn't last for more than a minute in there.
Yeah.
With the recording we made, you have no chance of winning.
I will say I do really look up to like Toronto. I'm just gonna name another one. I'm gonna just say like I look up to like Toronto, Brandon online, and like people like that. They have great respect for what they do, but I don't think I'm on their level yet.
But it wasn't long before she became pregnant. And if my parents ever found out, they would have stripped me of my inheritance and status, driven me out of my home.
I like his song, I pulled the cheat sheet.
She even asked me to leave my family and travel far, far away with her.
She believed that you were truly in love with her.
I didn't have a choice. I gave her a large sum of mora, told her to leave the family and to get rid of the baby.
What was this 360 look change? This guy has a mustache now. How long ago was this murder? Yeah, but that scene of like dodging the bullet with the gun, that was awesome. I cannot lie. Yeah. Mahoya verse, aren't they working on an anime for it?
I didn't have a choice.
No. You always had a choice.
Yeah, but you know it's gonna be good.
Again.
You cannot lie.
Do you know how it feels to watch your mother be killed right in front of you? My brother and I were hardly even school age yet. We were hidden beneath the floorboards, grasping each other's hands like a lifeline. We were so terrified that we didn't even know we could ever take a breath. All we could do was to watch Mother try to fight back, and then collapse to the floor.
Wait, is there an actual Musketeer like movie kind of premise from this character? That's interesting.
It was only until the next evening when we finally climbed out and gathered around our mother. But she had already become cold and stiff to the touch.
You made up your mind right then and there to bring this case to light.
Not only that, we resolved to get our revenge.
And that's why you
wow, the burning passion really is there.
I became a musketeer. The man from before was also killed by me. My brother had nothing to do with it.
I figured.
Didn't you? Who was she attempting to kill?
You did?
Huh?
Told these two that he
I'm confused.
His confession from that night also
this story I'm confused.
I think what really
Cloudy, are you paying attention to this story?
A sense of regret in him.
Or are you confused too?
He confessed faster than any criminal I've ever met.
Are you
but
confused?
he didn't say a single word about you.
And so
He insisted that
she tried shooting her No, not
After
her
the questioning
brother.
ended, I disassembled the
Is
musket
it her
we dug up from his
murderer
backyard,
or the mother's
put it in
murderer?
front of him,
I'm
and told him to
confused.
reassemble it. Wanna guess how far he got? He had no idea where to even
I like how
start.
it's nothing connected to the lore, but it's confusing in its own
I
lore.
determined that he was not acting alone. He only surrendered himself to draw our attention and create a moment of opportunity for his partner. So, I decided to play along. And as expected, the second musketeer followed us without hesitation once she saw Morris get separated from the rest of the cast. Besides, why else would he call the novel The Two Musketeers?
Oh, because there's two people.
How did you know it was Veronique?
Oh,
I figured it out the moment Baptiste told me his father's name. That so-called financial
okay.
crisis was all just a ruse.
I have a quick question. Why aren't they in handcuffs? And why didn't you take his weapon?
After all, he has a vested interest in minimizing the reach of this story. It's really just the same
Yeah,
thing as what
he's really not gonna do much. And does she still have her weapon?
But then Xavier pulled out all the stops and got the film
Oh,
made
no,
against
there's guns
all
over
odds.
there. They couldn't
Morris
make the
couldn't have
run.
that. With the killer in custody, he figured it was safe to act. And so he came to visit the set today, just as I expected.
Wait, so you were behind all those mishaps today?
This is just highs out of Fontaine.
As for the identity of the second musketeer, I assumed they'd
No one
probably
was.
stay close to Morris.
I'm just quickly questioning that no one was paying attention to this.
Then that narrowed the list.
And then this person was just like, yeah, thinking this, that. Oh yeah, it could possibly be them. They were the only person thinking about this
With that
lore.
hypothesis in mind, I went back to check
Oh, I'm
Baptiste's
almost
orphanage adoption
close
records.
to my 3 hours.
Guess whose name I saw on the same page, just a few lines from his.
And I'll show you what true 3 hours look like, Cloudy.
Trusted you.
As in, he trusted me to perform the deed on his behalf?
He trusted you to stand on the side of justice.
I am.
I thought you could do it as well. Oh, the look on your face when you
Well,
told him
you
to
are,
go to hell.
aren't you like at like 9,000 ping all the time randomly?
You know what he has done. Are you telling me that you'd rather see him spend the rest of his life living like a king in the fortress of Meripede? I will never be able to forget the feeling of my mother's cold, lifeless hands. And you would call this
It did
ending
Father
fair?
leave?
Is this what you call justice?
Did you get Father's Discord?
I won't lie, Veronique. I didn't hesitate when your brother first told me about the truth.
You did not get Father's Discord, did you?
Over whether I should really put a bullet in his head.
If I didn't tell you about that, would you have remembered it?
Because that should never be how justice is carried out in this world. Perhaps, to you, justice is simply reciprocated.
Oh.
An eye for an eye, and a life for a life. But everyone
I'm
has
letting
their
this
own
quest
understanding of
finish
justice.
talking
If
before
everyone
I
were to
end.
pursue their own definition of it, there would be no more order in this world. Today, you'll kill Morris, and tomorrow, his children may come for you. The world cannot render judgments based on a desire for revenge. That will only lead to a cycle of
Well,
revenge.
this person
as
is
well as the
Batman
destruction
of
order in civilized
Fontaine.
society. Fontaine is founded on a set of laws and a standardized code of justice.
I'm
That is why we
justice.
are the nation of justice. But with all that said, I will promise you
The
this.
Dark Knight, or the
Morris will
yeah,
not leave
that was
Meripede
exactly his
the
name
fortress of
too.
Meripede.
Chivalrous, the rest of the special
The
patrol is here.
woo
Thank you so much, Yoimiya.
The
Atelier,
woo
Jorenna, please take
The
them away.
woo. Okay, can we talk about one other thing that's important? How are the guards from Fontaine better than Mondstadt
I know.
guards?
Justice has not been delivered. At least, not today.
How are they betterly guarded? There's actual guards that help you.
Chivalrous.
Mondstadt guards would just stand there and say,
should give an
"Oh,
explanation to the
you need
crew."
help? Nah. Nuh-uh." I don't want to talk about noodles after what Kai said in chat this morning.
Thank you for your concern. I'm fine. I'm just thinking about the things in life that have driven people to take justice into their own hands.
Oh, and at the same time, I'm confused. I don't think all genshin streamers want to like always like review accounts because
Who would have thought Morris would turn out to be?
if yeah,
I'm
they
at a loss of
focus on the
words.
main story,
How
but
could he have done
Toronto,
something like
I
this?
think, did stop that kind of series because
Who knew that such a labyrinth
because
of
I
cases
guess
would
it could be
behind the story?
overwhelming at some point.
Well, what should we do now?
Because like he was probably
We have a
getting like
finished film, of
thousands and
course, but
thousands of people
should we still go ahead with
requesting
the premiere?
to like either
What do you
pull on their
mean?
account
Shouldn't you
or
be even
review their
more
account,
motivated to spread the word
which
now
is
that you've learned the truth?
that would be a bit stressful.
Shiori is right. I'd also like more people to see this story for themselves.
One thing I like about myself is I know my limits.
Somewhat from the one in the script. Is that still acceptable to you, Miss Chevreuse?
It sounds like you're about to pass out,
We still
Glove.
have time to reshoot an ending if that's what you'd like.
You sure?
No, it's fine as is. I like what we have for the catharsis. Romanticism is what gives works of art their appeal. Fiction is able to explore means of restitution that could never work in real life.
Yeah, you
Just
say
like
you're
the real
good.
world, the world of stories also has its own set of rules and justice. These different possibilities are what initially drew me to reading in the first place.
Sounds good to me. I support your decision.
What about Veronique? Will she be okay?
She will soon face her judgment alongside her brother and Morris. If I had
Is
to
this
guess,
the end of the
they'll
quest?
probably all be sent to the fortress of Maripede.
Oh, you mean that kind of heads up?
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure Risley's and Nouvelette's quest is probably like an hour long. It's not as long as this one.
Let's get back to the
Let's see
beach and
how
enjoy
much
each other's
time it
company.
took.
We'll be starting the post-production process.
3 hours and 3 minutes
Join us, Chevreuse.
took me to get down to
Alright.
here.
Count me in.
Then I'll wait for you over there. There's still some good news that I'd like to share with
Traveler, Paimon, could you wait for me by the sea after the party? Thank you very much.
I'm not gonna lie, Fontaine's beautiful with the cutscenes. And then the town, great. I'll give you...
Sorry for the wait.
It's one of my addictions, so it's a great
No, I
show.
don't have anything new to share. Traveler.
Me?
How would you have responded to Baptiste's request? Is that so? When I was young, my father often took me here to swim. He told me that swimming was the best activity.
That's the moment you don't
Because the moment
curse.
you give up,
That's the moment.
One winter, the chilly wind felt almost like knives on my... I cried and begged my father to spare me from having to
Oh,
swim across, but he wouldn't
crumb
listen.
cookie.
That sounds awful.
When he saw that I wouldn't stop crying, he just picked me up and tossed me into the icy water. The bone-chilling cold took away my
Whoops.
senses. I couldn't feel anything but fear. I waited
Whoops.
for my father to save me, but...
My bad.
And I knew he'd already started swimming. I used all of my strength to try and catch up to my father. Those few minutes...
I made him
never felt
look...
afraid about
I
anything
made
in
him
my
look
life after
pretty.
that. Nor have I ever cried again.
I say, whoops on my bad.
Would have never worked on Pine.
Yeah,
I
don't think that was the
I
right method for
accidentally
anyone.
shoved him off.
It's just that working now as I am in the pursuit of justice,
It's
the worse I feel.
it's not my fault.
the more
His
I know
intrusive
to
thoughts
never
won.
Anyway, how about a race? Neither of us will drown, but we can still see.
You guys go ahead. Paimon will grab the club.
Are you kidding me? Why am I having a race? No. But you still manage to have proper grammar.
Whoa, that felt good.
You are so fast in the water, Shebras. You are swimming even faster than Paimon can fly. So, about the special patrol...
Yeah, but I hope that person wasn't too disappointed that I wouldn't review his account.
Hardly, but I'd say I was more inspired by the heroes.
Oh, so it's due to your love of story.
Of course. It was only after I joined the special patrol that I learned that truth is often straight.
Well, at least we got a new viewer.
Come on.
Kind of.
Let's walk a bit more.
I don't think he's returning, but he might return. I'll stand on the chance of hope.
I do sometimes question whether the decisions I make are the right ones.
I thought we were racing.
But I know that no matter what, I must keep swimming.
Yeah, you talked to Raiden Shogun.
My eyes on is the shore in the distance. Thank you for coming on this walk.
Wait.
I feel a lot better.
If Sino went to Fontaine, does that mean he has to learn French?
We're nearly back at Baptiste's house.
But wouldn't that be funny if
I didn't realize we were so close.
Alejandro just had to learn French for a voice acting job?
It's just like how he described it in the story.
Huh? Wait. Paimon, Traveler, look! The rainbow roses in the garden. They're in full bloom now.
Oh, that's where the quest ends. Oh, let's see. Do I still got one part? Yeah, this is where I end the stream. Oh, I hope everyone watching had a fun time. And I hope I hope this does great. I'm not doing... Okay, fine. I'm bored. Yeah. I'm impatient. Yeah, but, I don't want to do it tomorrow. One reason is because, I'm gonna have a streaming day right after that. And, like, I'm gonna be exhausted. I don't mind doing this last one. It'll make, my thing be, like, 3 hours 30. Is this 2 days? Oh. Well, now that's a lot of damage. Cloud space? You gave the void a name? I don't want to give too much context to that. Is he overworking himself by doing that, or... Oh. What? Nah, he's having something else. That is not... That is not... I don't think that's the right word for it. Compressed air. Oh, do I get on the... Hopefully this last part doesn't take too long, because I'm fine with 3 hours 30 minutes, but I'm not fine with 4 hours. This should be the final part, so we should just like go to the festival. But I was warned about a swimming competition or something like that. Why am I going up Clock Tower now? Is this Big Ben? I'm just making like building references like for left and right. Wine Tower's level 9. Mondstadt. It's fine. It's fine. I won't die anytime soon. I won't fall. I don't believe in falling. Where's this venue? Oh. What's the internal handshake? Oh, nope. I just realized, why didn't I just use a teleporter? Yeah, I remember I am the god of stupidity. Some more time passes after that. The film was a success, and the Musketeer murder case was also a success and came to an end.
Hey there, you two.
It's only been 2 days.
Buried in marketing
2
preparing
days,
the film
Paimon.
release Ever since we wrapped post-production.
You weren't ceremonious today, right?
I'd give it a 90% chance.
Don't be cocky, Farina.
You were already here. You're
You
earlier
ain't
than
doing
everybody else.
anything.
I'm sure the others will also.
You
be
just said
here.
action.
What? But we don't even know if we're going to win.
Sounds like
I wouldn't
someone's
want to
getting more
jinx our
tired.
chances by-
Just open your eyes. Surely you've seen the audience's reactions to our film. You've also had conversations with the Opera House's operating staff, right? With the mora you've made from the box office, you can now open your very own.
Is it weird that the only opera actor I like is Eugen?
To make this a reality. So
Or
I
like
can't be
her
the only one who has to
performance?
come up with a name.
Yeah, Eugen's like
I'm sure the
performance
crew
is
will respect
great.
your choice.
Cause I think like in Japanese or Chinese culture there was like interpret dancing, and like Ayaka I think did like no.
I wanted to ask you two
She
to
did a
invite
water
Shuffrers to join us at
dance
the
or
ceremony.
something
She's
like
one of the
that.
lead roles after all.
I forgot what Azuma's based off of.
So I haven't had the
Wet
chance to
sock.
invite her according to the papers.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Yep, just wait here, Xavier, and maybe try to come up with a few snappy.
All right, then I'll leave you to it.
Cloud, I question one thing. Are you having these weird like frame glitches on my thing, or is that just on my end? Like these weird like frames that freeze, or like the video freezing? Okay, so it's just my end. Huh? Huh? What you said? I don't know either. How? How? Do I go down here? I don't think I go down there. How? Oh. I might have to go down here. Ooh, goldfish. Did I go the wrong way? Nope. I don't think so. Am I going the wrong way? Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I'm going to a factory under the water. You are taken to the reception area. You were yeah, you asked for my name. I asked for yours first. Oh. It's like I can see that 2 names are missing. It's like someone's been slacking off. This isn't your fault, don't worry. The fault fine. This isn't fine. And Paimon, you can shove a lid in it. If you want your case reviewed, please fill out the application, blah blah blah. Ask Darcy, he should be nearby, blah blah. Huh? Huh? What's so funny over there? You might have to do this quest. How fun does this quest look? Cloud.
This is as far as I'll be taking them. I'll leave the 3 of them to you now.
What? What's so boring? Look who's here. Your favorite.
Something like that. I'm expected at a...
Now that's something you don't hear every day.
You don't like him?
Found a new pastime?
No, it's just a special occasion.
He's the bad boy rebel kind of type.
It's been a while since I last had so many visitors at the...
Call it the festival spirit, I guess.
Yeah, you could say that. Even our head nurse has gotten herself all worked up preparing super deluxe nutritious shakes. Just one gulp and you'll have met all your nutrition needs.
Were you talking about work just now?
We've already finished discussing everything. So, what do you think about my heads up, Mr. Risley?
I believe I haven't yet made any promises or guarantees.
But you also didn't shoot me down. Here, how about this? You could give everyone a copy of the newspaper. Perhaps on the day when the cover story happens to, oh, I don't know, expose a certain someone's misdeeds from 20 years.
I suppose then a certain
While another 2 people will soon be hailed as heroes.
Huh?
Speaking of heroes, did you 2 need something from me?
Talking about heroes, yeah, the person who murdered a dragon attempted to kill an Archon.
Don't worry, I didn't forget.
What else did the Traveler do? Oh yeah, he went through I think Traveler went through the memories of Nahida. which was extremely dangerous apparently. And yeah, I don't know what else. Okay, I'll return. Okay, but this is a pretty room. He's just like in the clock tower of everything. Now, I don't think I'm supposed to be... Am I supposed to be down here? I guess I'm meant to be down here, okay. Just going with the flow. I like how nice this place is. Like, you can scroll, like, walk through here and it looks nice. I have to go through the gate again. And... Nope, I'm not taking that ladder back up.
And the winner of the Farina Award for the first Fontanalia Film Festival is... The Two Musketeers!
That is a badass title, though. A pretty painting.
Congratulations, Mr. Xavier.
We won? I can't believe it!
Okay, at the same time, it's kind of unfair. Our cast is like double everyone else's cast.
Have never been... Now,
Was it a fair fight?
producer of The Two Musketeers.
Thank you! Thank you all so much for your...
Time really flies, huh?
It certainly feels that way. It feels like it was only yesterday when you were teaching me to hold a musket.
Will you come back to Fontaine again?
Of course. I'm very fond of this city. There are so many novel and interesting things that it's been hard to keep track of them all. But how about you? Would you be interested in visiting?
Yeah, as I expected, this would have gone on for 3 hours, 3 minutes.
Before, but I'd be willing to consider it now.
I will be eagerly awaiting your visit. It would be wonderful if you could visit my home and enjoy a taste of our tea and desserts.
Yeah, let's keep in touch.
Did you accomplish all you came here for?
Yes. And you should visit Inazuma again sometime.
Are they just bonding this last mission?
Oh. To my knowledge, she's doing quite well.
Tell her I said hi.
I certainly will.
I ain't paid attention. Who's she saying hi again to? Wait.
Yes.
Okay.
And the war has also been brought to an end. Peace and
Orgil.
prosperity has returned
Huh?
to the islands.
I quite like the sound of that. Perfect for hanging textiles out to dry.
I'd like to offer my thanks again to the entire cast and crew. Without you, I would have never completed this film, much less had the opportunity to be standing on this
Isn't
stage.
he still broke?
With the support of my entire crew, I would like to officially announce our film company, Musketeer Pictures.
That's...
That is a really nice ring.
Then in that case, let's please welcome all the members of Musketeer Pictures onto the...
Oh, Paimon didn't know we'd also be taking pictures.
Director Farina, I believe you are the most deserving.
Huh? No. There's no need. It's so embarrassing.
It's an honor the director deserves.
Yes, I agree.
Everyone's giving attention to Farina. They're
Just
giving her
accept
too
that you're
much
not gonna
power.
hear this.
Her hat is not that.
Ready, everyone?
Her hat is adorable.
2, 1.
Musketeer pictures!
Oh. Oh, this is a lovely picture. I don't want to get off the screen. Cloudy, this looks like a lovely picture. They're all happy. And that's done. I finished it. I can... I'm not going to rename this. I'm not going to rename the video. But, yep. Yeah, this is the end. This is the end of the storyline. Next time I will be covering Nouvellette or Risley's storyline. See you when I stream again.